All right, shalom. Yabashin Shabakata, Prisoner Nazaga Bar. You know what I mean? This is a live stream. We One West Live. We here in South Carolina, man, going live. About to check out, see what's going on in the news today. Wake up, Israel. Get the boogers out your eyes, man. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? The day going on, man. Things is happening outside. It's time to wake up. Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you show me some love in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions or topics you wanna go into today, I know it's earlier than we went live on Friday, but you know what I mean? The plan is to do this every day. I mean, like Monday through Friday, not Saturday and Sunday, of course, but the goal is to do this Monday through Friday. You understand? Let me get this link shared in the chat. What's going on, Israel? You know what I'm saying? You see the question, man, is Kendrick Lamar Israelite or not? Y'all know where that's from, man. It's from Joe Biden. Not Joe Biden. Joe Budden. I don't know why I said Joe Biden. Hold on one second, Israel. Let me get this oh man, I'm still signing on Facebook. Let's see. All right, boom. Got the link shared to all the brothers. You know what I mean? Hold on, man. I'm seeing something on Facebook early this morning, man. What? See, man, this right here is ridiculous. Let me show y'all what we're talking about, man. Let me share the screen, man. Show you what's going on early this morning, man. Just break my heart early this morning. Heart broke, hurt, feelings hurt. Let's pull it up, man. Let me show y'all what's going on my Facebook. Look at this, man. Look at this. Burna Boy. Everybody heard of Burna Boy, right? The African, the bone eating, dookie chewing, no deodorant wearing African. You know what I'm saying? In a full-blown relationship with this beautiful young tender right here. You understand? And guess what? His parents don't approve. You understand? Keeping a secret. See, man, we just need to stay out of these relationships with these heathens, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he said he keeping it a secret because his parents don't approve. You know what I'm saying? All right, Chloe. You know what I'm saying? You mess around, you go out there to Africa, and you end up on a stick roasting over open fire. You know what I'm saying? Israel got to learn. Hey, shalom, lights on. What's going on with it? You know what I mean? Top of the morning, we on Chloe Bailey. You know what I'm saying? But that's not important. We normally start with the news, man. Let's get on to the news, man. Let's see what CNN got going on today. See what CNN love to talk about Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. Let's see, man. I want to hear about the border. Cause matter of fact, I know what I wanted to go over today. I had a few things I wanted to start off with today. So check this out, right? You know how Esau love to make these movies, right? You know, all these movies about the Bible. You know, he made the movie Passion of the Christ, made our king a Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. We got Captain Zaryak live right now. All right, we're gonna tap into that in a little bit. Let's see. So they got this new show coming out called House of David. Well, they got King David made to be an Edomite. So I'm gonna play this trailer. We're gonna react to this trailer live. See what's going on with it, man. See if it's worth it.
Can one stone change the course of history?
God, send me your champion. Goliath!
Can one act of defiance create the legend? I will tell you the story of David.
Man, they ain't got not one brother in this show so far, man. I don't know. Shalom Adawan. I see you got up in the mix.
Hey, I'm laughing at White David.
White David. I don't even think he's white though. I think he like Palestinian or something. Let's see.
A simple shepherd boy.
Why do my brothers get to fight? And I'm stuck here.
David, you are not a man of blood.
An outcast who became one of the most famous kings who ever lived.
God,
This shit pisses me off. This shit, it's like it pisses me off because they look so fucking weak.
Yeah, man.
Like a bunch of homos, like Salagi, a bunch of alternative lifestyle livers.
Man, now they got Samuel as a white man, as a bona fide Caucasian. That's that dude from you seen that movie? What's that movie called? Avatar.
Not the one that was. He turned himself into the Avatar, right?
I don't think he turned this. He was the bad guy. He was the general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was the one who had the scar on his head.
God.
Yeah, he was bona fide Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Got him playing Samuel. Man, all right, man, ought to be ashamed of himself. Let's see what they talking about.
He sees into the heart. And you have the heart of a lion.
The Philistines have assembled.
I saw the print of a hand larger than a weaver's basket.
I have a giant.
What?
My king, I will fight the giant.
fight him with the same spirit you bring into this room.
You play music for my father. Now he chooses you as champion. How will you do this?
It's not about the greatness of the giant. It is about the greatness of God.
Are you afraid?
Oh, man.
Terrified.
David ain't part the Red Sea now. What they got going on, man? What is this? What is this, man? And then you see the scene where David came in and talked to Saul. Talking about, I look like the giants. Man, come on, man. That ain't how it went down in the scriptures, man. You got to understand, right? This is a little kid, right? Walk in a room amongst grown men. And he convinced grown men that he gonna kill this Philistine. And he ain't walking there like, I will kill this giant. Nah. That ain't how it went down, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even how it went down. And David really seen it as an opportunity. Like he really seized the opportunity. He said, oh, you giving up the princess? Oh, you giving up some riches? Oh, shit. I'll take care of that shit.
This a lick.
Yeah, that's a lick. Hey, David was trying to hit that lick. You know what I'm saying? Man, they done messed up the story of David, man. Got him out here looking like Aladdin.
Believe in you.
So, as the fate of a people hangs in the balance, again I ask this question. Can one stone change the course of history?
I don't know, man. What you think about it? I don't know. You ain't got my opinion.
I'm pissed off just looking at it.
I might still watch it though. I ain't gonna lie.
It'd be difficult for me to watch movies like that. Like I never seen The Passion of Christ. I never seen that movie about Noah. I probably won't watch this because coming into the truth, it just movies like that I can't even. I would talk during the whole show and movie, and I would ruin it for everybody else. I would have to watch it by myself.
Yeah, I seen all of them. I can tell you right here, right now. The Passion of the Christ, you ain't gonna be able to sit through it. You ain't gonna be able to do it. You not. That's one of the movies you might make it 5 minutes into the movie and hit stop. You're gonna be so appalled at that film, like just how weak and effeminate they made our king. Man, it's a disgrace to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's a disgrace to see the portrayal of that man. That's, you know what I mean. That's like, I don't know,
like
man.
like the King David show.
Nah, I think it might be a little worse than this. I think the Passion and from what I understand, Mel Gibson making the Passion of the Christ 2, part 2. You know what I'm saying? He got a part 2 coming out. It's supposed to be like the aftermath of the resurrection. It's supposed to be like the aftermath of the resurrection, like basically like what was going on in the city after he resurrected, and all these people seen him come back, like when he showed himself to all the disciples and all that, and walked through the city and all that after he resurrected. It's supposed to show like the aftermath of the resurrection. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I mean, Esau, he on one with this House of David show.
House of David.
I ain't gonna hold you, but I think with the show, because I read about the show, I think what it's gonna do is kind of almost like Game of Thrones, follow the rise of King David. You know what I mean? But it already looking like it's straying away from the Bible. I don't remember David fighting as a young man like that. Like
I thought he was a little more older than. I don't think he was a teenager. He was a young man, but he wasn't no damn a boy. You know, that's how Israel talk, man. You a young boy, man. Chill out, man. You a YN.
Yeah, well, he was basically like, around that age when he was too young to go to war. You know what I'm saying? He was old enough to watch the sheep. You know what I'm saying? But he was too young to go to war. Like right around that age, between 16, 17, 18, around in there. You know what I'm saying? Well, they old enough to do some man shit, but they young enough in the mind where you still like, nah, nigga, take your ass on back on down there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? But dang, House of David, you gonna do us dirty like that this morning? Early this morning, man.
Slaggy, I didn't want to go take a drink this early in the morning, but I gotta go take me a shot. It's shot o'clock, goddamn.
Then they got Goliath like 10 feet tall. That's crazy.
They got to show me a Palestinian over there now who's kind of like the Goliath, because even today's time, those Philistines from ancient times which are, I think they in, if I'm not mistaken, I think a lot of them are in South Africa. They still have them tall ass Hamites down there.
Yeah, not like Goliath.
Now, not like Goliath, but they pretty tall.
Yeah,
But Goliath, you know, back then in ancient times, this nigga was tall and he was muscular.
it'd be like Shaq.
With that works out.
Like a big Shaquille O'Neal, or like hell, even Bob Sapp.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Bob Sapp, but taller.
Yeah, because like I think like the average height. Let's see, like what was the average height of people back in the day? Let's see what Google say. Google.com. Oh, Google.com. What was the average height for a man? Let's see, what 2000 BC? 2000 BC. The average height for a man was 5'5". So, so the average height was 5'5". If you've ever seen a 7-footer, whenever they listen, when they walk in somewhere, they look like a giant. Like you have to describe them as a giant, like especially if all y'all 5'5". Like I'm not 5'5", so I don't know what it feel like to be 5'5". You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been short, but I can tell you that at 6'5", seeing a 7-footer hit different. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. Like you see a 7-footer, you be like, I can't dunk on that guy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to make no layups around him. You know what I'm saying?
How tall is Shaq?
Shaq like 7'1", 7'1". I think Giannis is 7 feet. Giannis is a 7-footer. Shaq 7'1". What's his name? Victor Wembanyama. I think he's 7'4". Will Chamberlain, I think he was like 7'3".
Yeah, he was tall as hell.
Yeah. Let me see how tall Will Chamberlain was. Will Chamberlain was 7'1".
That's still pretty tall though.
Yeah, so 5'5" was the average height. So you got to think like if a man was 6'11", 6'9", like you know what I'm saying? Like that's big. Like if LeBron James was to stand face to face with somebody who's 5'5", they would call LeBron James a giant. You know what I'm saying? He was a giant. Everybody else 5'5". This nigga 6'9".
And you gotta fight him.
Yeah, you gotta fight him. You know, that's you know what I'm saying?
Hey, if intimidation was a person.
Hey, and the crazy thing is, only a Judite would even have the heart to go up against that man. Only a Judite and a young Judite at that.
Yeah. Where they go like, this nigga crazy as hell.
Hey, I can see Judah going up against. I can see that. I can't see Shlomo going up against that.
The palace, you got
Netanyahu. Come on, man. What's another Jewish guy?
Karvoski,
Adam Sandler.
Come here, man. Like Adam Sandler, come on.
Come on, Adam Sandler going up against LeBron James in hand-to-hand combat. Nah.
And they people, they so fascinated with Judah, like with Israel, like them small hats. It's like spiritually they know they not us, but they are like physically fascinated with our people and our skills.
Yeah, and closely tied to us in the music industry. You understand? Like I remember when I watched that movie Ray, right? When I watched that movie Ray, it opened my eyes to the whole music industry. Like you remember that scene where Ray Charles was in the studio? It was the first time getting him in the studio, right?
Kind.
He was singing all these songs. They was like, "Oh man, he sound like such and such. Oh, he sound like such and such." Man, don't nobody want to hear another such and such. And so then the Jewish guy came out the cut, like Ray Charles was singing all love songs. The Jewish guy came out the cut with this new song called "The Mess Around." So now he putting out a song, like, you know, because you got to think about it. Back then, Israel damn near didn't even want to hear no secular music.
Right.
Like we really only wanted gospel music, but it was like secular music was being kind of forced down our throat. Pause.
It was the what they call that, the juke joint music
Yeah,
back in those times. Like Christian folks wouldn't dare listen to that. Pretty much what it would like, because you know that was the music that was played, what they call it, the hole in the wall back in those times, where everybody going to get drunk, everybody having sex in those and they couldn't, the Christians couldn't be seen with that type of music in the limelight.
right. So it's like, so with Ray Charles, you know what I'm saying, he's singing nothing but love songs. And then all of a sudden, the Jewish man tells him, let me sing this song I wrote. And he put out that song called "The Mess Around." And we know what messing around mean. Like, you say, I'm go back and mess around. You know what I'm saying? We know what the mess around means. You know what I'm saying? But they did the song in a way to where it kind of alluded to having sex, having premarital sex, or fornicatorial sex. You know what I'm saying?
Fornicating.
And so the thing is, like, so they put that song out, and and the reason why they put that song out, because one, it was about sex, and two, it was done on like a gospel track. And so everybody went crazy because they was like, "Oh, you taking the Lord's music and making the devil's music." You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so now you fast forward to today, right? Not only that, but Ray Charles, they allowed him to be a drug addict. They allowed him to be addicted to heroin. When he would get locked up and caught with heroin, and the Jewish people would pull strings to get him out of jail time every single time. But yet they kept him out of jail, but they didn't do nothing to help his family, nothing to protect his family and his relationship with his wife and his kids, because that drug addiction eroded his relationship with that sister and just destroyed his life with his kids. So much so that his wife ended up leaving him. You understand? And to the point where the only thing he had was his addiction. You understand? And they just allowed him to just destroy himself with that addiction as long as he kept putting out that good music. You understand? And so now you fast forward to today, right? The game is full-fledged. Seems like it operates just like that. You understand? You don't see any direct correlations like you did in that movie Ray. Like, who'd have even thought that in the movie Ray, a Jewish man came up with that song "To Mess Around"? Who'd even thought that? You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't in the know, unless I seen that movie, I'd have never known it. You understand? But you look at today, right? It's like back then, it's almost like they've been orchestrating all the music that we've been putting out since the 50s. That was just leading us down this path to getting us out of loving one another. Out of, it used to be a time where we used to make music about losing our wife and trying to get our wife back, losing our family, trying to get our family back. You understand? Even all the way up into the 90s. You understand? Even in the 90s, we was apologizing to the black woman for treating us so bad.
Right.
You understand? Like, Like, you know what I mean? And even in the 90s, you had the black woman singing about how much she loved the black man. You understand? And then, you know, all of a sudden it started, you just seen a slow flip to where we started singing and rapping about how bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks. You understand? And then, you know, you had Snoop Dogg come out. I remember when Snoop dropped his tape. You might not remember this one, you know. He might be a little young to remember this, but I remember when his album came out. That album cover was the closest thing to a porno magazine that every kid had in the hood.
Hey, Salagia, I'm gonna take it back a little farther, not to talk about. I don't know if you know about this, because I remember that my dad used to always listen to Snoop Dogg, and they had the picture of him on the doghouse as
Yeah,
a dog.
yeah.
The worst shit I seen was Too Short's album cover
Oh man.
as a young man, and I think this was like '92. It was Too Short, and they blurred off his private part, and he had this thick sister butt naked on the cover.
Oh my goodness.
That was in '92,
Well,
and
it's
it's like it's so heavy. Everything that you saying, especially about how the small hats, the Jewish man has been incorporating himself into our music, and it's like we all know what the small hats do. They steal music, and that's one thing they would do. I remember they would travel to all them little juke joints in small towns. The juke joints, you know, even back then, the so-called small hats, they had their hands in on that on the what is that, the moonshine, not the moonshine, but the alcohol, because they had a lot of clubs in New York, so they was running alcohol through all of these different small towns, moonshine, and they usually had our people, Judah, doing it on the low. And
right.
so of course you got to hit the little shacks up. So that gives people like him opportunities to get that juke joint music, that hole in the wall music, and push it on our people. But the small hats, they knew marketing. Like you said, they took Christian music and put it with in the what's the thing? I just said it. Hole in the wall music. And it created controversy amongst Israel. But like you said, they've been doing that since the 50s, and they perfected it. They perfected that craft. And now you dealing with a monster inside the music industry. That's why we can't get our hands on it. Like you gotta partake in some type of BS to be able to even be up there on that level, like Dr. Dre and all of them other people. Like you was discussing yesterday about Suge Knight. They got rid of Suge Knight because he wasn't playing by the rules. So it's like that shit heavy, like what you saying, like about how they infiltrated our people, the music, and they allow Ray Charles to be on that heroin. And you know, they know a lot of times when Israel gets on drugs, that's sometimes when they produce their best music. When they got that little moment where they high and they on fire. They on fire. Just like DMX. They knew DMX had his times where he might be high, but he on fire. Like, nah, give him the dope. Give him the dope. That's what makes him better. It's like, oh man, he trying to get off that dope, man. His music ain't sounding the same. Give him the dope. Give him the dope. That shit crazy, y'all. Salak, I yield, dog.
Sure. Yeah, it's like, and it's heavy because you know it's like you witness the slow erosion of the Black and Hispanic community since the 50s. You understand? Because it's like with that slow erosion of the Black community. Like you think about when Too Short and Snoop Dogg and them albums dropped. Like them was some wild album covers. And you think about the times, what was going on at the times is you had the crack epidemic. You
And
had AIDS and the crack epidemic going full steam. And you know what I mean? It's like I remember see, I grew up in DC, and so like as a young child seeing, it's like you could tell just the world just wasn't right. Like you was, you know what I mean? Like you used to see little glass pipes in the woods behind the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like people smoking dope in the woods behind the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like 6-year-olds should know what dope smell like. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, you know, and like when we grew up, you know, we didn't have online gaming. You understand? Like, hell, not most of the kids in the hood didn't even have video games. You understand?
Right.
Half of the kids in the hood didn't even have TV. You understand? So we was all outside. You understand? At the basketball court. You understand? And guess what? All the crackheads was outside too. All the dope boys was outside too. You understand? So it's like we got to see the crack epidemic in 4K, live and direct. You understand? And you know what I mean? And it was just crazy. Like even on the like in the stairs, like what in the projects where I lived in DC, right? You had the stair. It was a stairwell. It was probably, I think the building we lived in was probably about, it was Park 16. I can't remember how many floors it was, but it had this one stairwell that went around like in a circle, like you see in all the movies. And man, you talking about the most pissy smelling. Listen, every building in DC used to smell like piss. Like you walk in it, it smell like piss. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pissing in that goddamn hallway. You know what I'm saying? But you know, down at the bottom, they had the trash, the incinerator where you throw the trash at. But there was a lot of crackheads used to live down in there in the little place where the trash was at. You know what I'm saying? And we used to go up them stairwells, and you go up the stairwell, you see somebody passed out, high out their mind, right there on the stairs.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? We used to see that shit all the time growing up. And so it's like, you know, around that time, you had the crack epidemic going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, after the 80s, you had the birth of the hustlers. Now all the hustlers rapping. So now everybody want to be a hustler. You understand? So it's like, you know, it's like first everybody want to be a gangster, then everybody want to be a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Well, first it was like everybody wanted to be a pimp, then everybody wanted to be a gangster, then everybody wanted to be a hustler. You know what I'm saying? And then, but now it's the transition. Like when that era, when Future came out, it's like they went from being hustlers to being drug addicts. It's like it's no longer about being a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Like you listen, even when you listen to like old rap, like old school rap, like Jay-Z, you know what I mean? I can't really think of too many of the old hustlers from back in the 90s, but you know, Slim Thug, all them boys was rapping about hustling. They all had that theme of saying don't get high on your own supply.
Right.
But then Future come out, and Future talking about he got the plug, but he also saying he drinking lean and popping Molly. I'm like, how you a drug addict and you selling drugs?
And Salagi, do you remember when Gucci Mane came out with that song called "I Might Be"?
Yeah. Oh,
like I know you remember, just like I remember, because like the city that you from, your city was popular for being the city with it. Like if you wanted to get that shit, go down to Anderson. They plugged in. Everybody was popping what they call them. They pop beans. They called them beans.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was treacherous.
Boy, I had a friend of mine. Listen, thankfully I never in my life ever tried ecstasy. But I had a friend of mine. And I had a friend of mine who like, well, a bunch of my friends used to do it. But one of my friends was, you know, he was a closer friend than others. And so I used to tell him all the time, man, why you doing that shit, man? You know, why you popping them beans, man? You gonna mess around and roll over and die one night, man. Ain't nobody even gonna care, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you rolling with them boys and all them boys popping beans. Man, listen. Man, we was rolling with them boys popping beans. Man, they was crashing into each other cars and shit. Like, I'm like, yo, man, get me out the car, man. Let me out. I'll walk. I'm in Greenwood. Don't even live in Greenwood, man. I'll walk back to it. I'll walk back to where I need to go.
And Salakia, another thing that they don't like to talk about either with them beings is a lot of them boys was involved in homosexual activities also.
Hey, I believe it because the way them boys was acting off of them beans was completely the opposite of how they would normally act when they wasn't on. You know what I'm saying? Like they get real. I'm talking like real weird. You know what I'm saying? Like why y'all in here with your shirt off?
That part.
Man, I'm gone, man. I'm out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, I remember during that time, it was like when that shit started to kind of become normal. You know what I'm saying? Like me myself also, I thank the Lord that I never took none of that shit because I remember what they said the ingredients were in it. They always said either it was Coke base or you had the ones that had the heroin in it. And I remember my partner, this was my dog. I ain't gonna say his name. He's still alive, so I ain't gonna say his name. But I remember when them boys on that side of town in Greenwood called Osborne, they used to pop them things like they were Skittles. And I remember he took so many that he almost overdosed. Like I remember you told me about the story about your friend that almost overdosed on them shits.
Mm-hmm.
And the brother overdosed so bad on him. They said whatever was in it, it had his skin like bubbling on his face. And I remember seeing the marks on his face afterwards when I seen him, because I seen that he had it covered up and it left a scar on his face. But they said it came from him taking so many that one night, like his skin was literally like bubbling from whatever was inside of that drug, whatever was inside those pills. And they said that him and a group of other guys were disgusting. They were touching on each other, rubbing on each other, and the sisters that said they was in there with them was looking at them like, yo, what the hell wrong with y'all? Because a lot of them boys used to take that shit before they had sexual activities and encounters with sisters. So she said that they took the shit, but instead of talking to the women, yeah, that part, they started.
I think them what them drugs was doing was just unleashing what was really inside them.
Like it.
Go ahead.
Hey, like I said,
Kazmar Shalom.
Hey, Lord Christ. Hold on. Hey, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that just now. Because it's like, it's chemically like, well, scientifically like proven. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever your past traumas was, you know what I'm saying, things you might have been touched, you know what I'm saying, molested, you know what I'm saying, abused when you were younger. You know, if you can get those chemicals inside your body, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna make you react a certain way and remember everything. So not only when they say they put drugs in our communities, they didn't just put it in here for us to, you know what I'm saying, to keep us down. They put it in our communities for us to destroy each other specifically. Like I just want to say that.
Yeah. And I feel like I still to this day am convinced that there's a grand conspiracy. And I'm even more so convinced now after watching. Have y'all seen that movie Pillars of the Flower Moon?
Oh man, Salagi. I watched some of it. That movie, even when you told us about that movie before we watched it, I watched like an hour of it, and it was.
Listen, the first 30 minutes of that movie will have. Listen, man, it's gonna have you having to get counsel from walking outside and going GTA 5 on the whole neighborhood. I'm telling you, like that movie, because see, in that movie, right, everything was connected. And if you watch the whole movie, you really see, like, I had to watch it like 3 times to catch. I still ain't caught everything. But but it's like every time I watch it, I realize something completely different that I missed. But I'm gonna put it to you like this, right? Long story short, there was a grand conspiracy in the movie, right? Only 2 people got arrested for it. But at the end of the movie, they was trying to get the one guy to testify and basically snitch on the one other guy. You understand? But in the room with the lawyer, you had everybody. You had the doctors, the lawyers, the bankers, the school teachers, the police, the mayor. You had all the people who was in on the conspiracy. All of them was in there with the lawyer, with the legal team, advising this guy. And so I'm sitting there like, damn. Like, there's people in the room that you don't see what they do, what part of the conspiracy they play in the movie. You see them in the movie, but you don't see what part they play. The only thing you see is at the end, they in there with the legal team, which means they played a part. And when I say everything okay, I think I might have accidentally dropped a cause. Hold on. So like a cause. So in the movie, they had so say for instance, okay, my wife, right? I'm an Edomite. I'm married to one of these sisters. This got this inheritance, right? I'm trying to figure out, we trying to work out this plan to where my wife can mysteriously die and I can get her inheritance. So all of a sudden, my wife, she feels sick one day. Okay, I take her to the doctor. The doctor's in on the conspiracy. The doctor diagnoses her with diabetes, right? And then the doctor prescribes her insulin. And then the pharmacist, because he's in on the conspiracy, he knows not to give her insulin, but instead give her a poison. And so every day, instead of giving her insulin, they giving her poison. So this girl, like the main character of the movie, she's slowly getting poisoned by her husband. But the thing is, you don't even realize it until the end of the movie that the husband was in on it the whole time. Like, that's how, like, the movie is diabolical. Like, I mean, it's so diabolical because the doctor was in on it, the pharmacist was in on it, the banker was in on it, the coroner was in on it.
Right.
All the Edomites in the town was in on the scheme. They was all in on it. They was all in this grand conspiracy to unalive all these people and take their inheritance.
Right.
You understand? And the thing is like, and even when it all came to a head, only 2 people ended up getting locked up behind it. And it's a true story. Only 2 people ended up getting locked up behind it. The whole town, every Edomite in that town should have gotten a death penalty for that. You understand? They was literally committing genocide. You understand? Systematic genocide. And the thing is like, okay, from a small town perspective, and on top of that, it was the so-called Jewish man that was doing it to him. Like Robert De Niro, matter of fact, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for people to see, man. Here you go, right here. Killers of the Flower Moon. See, Robert De Niro was in it. Come on, man. You know, what's going on? Am I in the shopping? Images. Uh-oh.
It was Robert De Niro, Leonardo.
Yeah, Leonardo
too, right?
DiCaprio, Robert De Niro. Yeah, right here. Robert De Niro. He played a so-called Jewish man in the film. Oh, what in the world? Let me switch to the other screen. Hold on. Stop screen. Hold on. Share screen. Boom. Yeah, here we go. So Robert De Niro, he played a so-called Jewish man, so-called Amalekite. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the name of the guy that he played, but he was the guy that came up with the whole plan. And when you watch the movie, he's always so nice and so pleasant, and always seemed like he got the Gadites back. Always seemed like he's trying to look out for him. And they call him King, but he's like a I think he used to be the sheriff or something like that. But he's a so-called Jewish man, right? And this is the sister that's really the main character. This sister right here. You know what I'm saying? So her character, she married Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I'm saying? And her in real life, Lily Gladstone was her name. That's the actress name. That's not the girl's, the real character's name. Lily Gladstone is the lady who plays, that's the sister who plays this sister. But Molly Kyle, yeah, that's her name. Molly Kyle. Molly Kyle was let me find it. Let me find a real picture of her. Look at these, look at them. So that's Molly Kyle in real life. That's Molly Kyle in real life. And that's the guy Leonardo DiCaprio played. You know what I'm saying? That's what's his name? Burkhart. What's his name? John Burkhart? Jimmy Burkhart, whatever. So that's Molly Kyle. So what Molly Kyle did was she actually she ended up finding out that her husband was trying to kill her. And when she ended up finding it out, she kept it a secret. And so what she did was, like, all of this stuff was done in absolute secret. So what she did was she traveled. They tried to stop her from going. They damn near tried to kill her to keep her from going to the White House. But she traveled to the White House and told the White House told the president that what was going on, that they was killing off Native Americans out there and stealing their inheritance and killing off all the women, and that a lot of the women going missing. And so because of that, the president sent an FBI investigator out there, and the FBI investigator ended up catching him and his uncle. His uncle was the guy that Robert De Niro played, and he was a so-called Jewish man. What's his name? John Burkhart, Ernest Burkhart. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was a so-called Jewish man. You understand? And these Jewish people, all of the guys that was in on it was Jewish. And so they was Masons. So when it all came to a head, only him and his uncle got caught. And you know what I mean? And when you watch that movie and you hear about the conspiracy of what happened, you understand? And you fast forward to today, it's like they could be doing the very same thing. That's him right here. This the uncle right here. The guy that Robert De Niro played. Hold up. Yeah, that's the uncle right there. Robert De Niro played him.
He looked like a devil.
Yeah. He always seemed like he was just so righteous and such a good white man and so caring for the Native Americans. This is why we say the white man is the devil the Bible speak of, man. Like they act like Christians act like we tripping when we say that. You understand? Like we tripping. You understand? But see, the thing is, when you don't believe the white man is the devil, then what you do is you open up the door for devils like this to come into your community and act, and just put on this front for decades, like he just here to help our people. Like he just cares so much. He just cares so much about the Osage people. He just cares so much that he left his 100 room mansion in Boston to come out here to the plains of Oklahoma to make sure we taken care of. Come on, man. Come on now. White man ain't gonna do that just to make sure we good. Nah. This white man came out here and orchestrated the unaliving of hundreds of Native American women and men. And all of their inheritances end up getting transferred over to Jewish kids. So much so with the Osage Nation got so destroyed behind this, they don't even exist no more.
Good night.
Like the Osage Nation, let's see. This is one of Molly Kyle's. I think that's her granddaughter. It's Molly Kyle's granddaughter, I think. These are kids. Her kids and grandkids. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so and it's like what they did. Let me see if I can find that scene. Let me see if I can find that scene, man. Here we go. All right, so look at this scene, right? So these is all the people. If you watch the movie, if you've seen the movie, you're gonna notice that like that right there was like the banker. I think them two was like the bankers. No, he was the guy that watched over their inheritance. He approved them getting money out of their inheritance. One of these guys was like the doctor. I think he was the doctor. One of these guys was the pharmacist. Another one of them guys was. I mean, these was all the white people in power that was in on this conspiracy. Like that's what this scene is. This is all the devils behind what was going on. And this right here, this devil, Leonardo DiCaprio, this is the devil that was married to Molly Kyle, that was trying to kill Molly Kyle. And he was doing it under the instruction of her doctor.
Mm.
Sheriff, Ernest, I'm Marty. Ernest, you know Mr. Soloway, Soloway Oil, and of course Mr. Crassion Oil.
And see, look at that. them two guys was all tycoons. They was all tycoons. You understand? Did the bond get accidentally kick a bond?
I'm not sure.
All right. But so those guys was all tycoons, right?
Yeah.
That was fine. That was basically had the vested interest in them completing this conspiracy. Like they was the ones that was profiting the most off of the murder of Native American women. You understand? Was them two guys he just introduced them to.
Right.
Yeah, come sit.
If you testify against your uncle, you realize that this can be held against you for the rest of your life. And you can be convicted for the Smith murder. Spend the rest of your days in prison. Do you see that?
No, I suppose I didn't think that through too much, but
they're giving you the rope to hang yourself. Do you see that?
he doesn't see that. He doesn't see that.
Ernest.
Yeah.
If you do this, you will be murdering your uncle.
Ernest, you want to do that? Have him die in prison? Do you, Ernest?
No, of course I don't want that, Murdy. You know I don't want that. Yes, you have all the power to save his life.
He is saving you, dumb boy. Do you want to go home right now?
Yes, I do.
You want to see your wife and kids?
Yes, sir, I do.
These government men, they beat you and they tortured you.
Well, no, they didn't. But they did keep me up for days.
No, they beat you. They beat you.
Yes, they beat me. They beat me. Sir.
Thank you.
Man, listen.
Wow.
Listen, man.
Like, sir. Hey, even the devil is a devil against the devil.
Listen, man. That just makes me have to pull the scripture, man.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what the movie's about, right? And you see, even in the courthouse, even in the court, they going down.
Right.
They going down. You understand? And they still trying to lie their way out of it.
Right.
You understand? And I'm gonna read Zechariah 11:5, right? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me start it. All right. All right, so boom. So it says, how fir tree, for the cedar is fallen, because the mighty are spoiled. How, O ye oaks of Bashan, for the forest of the vintage is come down. You understand? And so it's heavy when they say because the mighty are spoiled. Like when you watch that movie, there's a brother in that movie who lost everything, and he became an alcoholic, which many of our Native American brothers become. You understand? They become alcoholics because they battling the trauma, the generational trauma that came with what happened to their forefathers.
Right.
You understand? Because you got to understand if that incident is not rectified, then you can never properly heal as a people until that happens. You understand? So So it only makes sense. It's only natural for a brother and sister who's suffering from that generational trauma. Can you imagine knowing? Like you really got to watch this movie to really visualize the things that was happening to the North American Indians. You understand? Like what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What a lot of people don't realize, and I bring it up all the time, is it wasn't just black people in Black Wall Street. You understand? Right. It was blacks and Native Americans. You understand?
Yeah.
It was black people and Native Americans. And when you watch this movie, they reference what happened in Black Wall Street because there was a bomb that went off in a neighborhood in this movie.
Mm.
And when it happened, one of the Gadite sisters started freaking out in the crowd. And she was like, oh my God, it's happening all over again. It's just like Tulsa all over again.
Oh, man.
Like that sister was there in Tulsa, Oklahoma when it happened.
Wow.
So she's reliving that same. It's just like what they call being shell shocked. Right? Like a lot of people who've been to war, who've experienced gunfights, you understand, or long gunfights, when they hear certain bangs or pops or explosions, it's like it triggers their brain and sends them right back to being in that battle. You understand? The same thing happened. The same thing happened to a lot of the brothers and sisters who survived Black Wall Street. They suffered that trauma for generations. They suffered that trauma, and then their trauma caused trauma on their children. You understand? And so forth and so forth. So it's a generational thing. So just like the scripture said, because the mighty are spoiled. You understand? They destroyed our mighty. You understand? They destroyed our mighty with acts of violence and then pumping our neighborhoods full of drugs and alcohol.
Right.
Making it easy. It's easy to get a pint. You understand? They make it hard to get a job, but they make it easy to get a pint. You understand? I'm going to read on. It says, the voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. You understand? Our oppressors slayed us. You understand? These devils were slaying us, was slaughtering us in the flower moon. I mean, in the Osage land. All these devils right here. All these devils conspired, and this ain't even all the people that was in on the conspiracy. These are just the leaders,
right?
The ones who was in power. They had a large group of young men who was the ones that was marrying our sisters and killing them off. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these young girls, like these young white girls, they was marrying the brothers and killing them off. You understand? Getting all their inheritance. And here's the thing, per capita, just to show you how much money they took. Per capita, when the Osage Nation struck oil, per capita, the Osage Nation became the richest economy in the world. They became the richest people in the world. You understand? Meaning that per person, if you break down the money per person, they were the richest people in the world. And these devils, these schnaveling devils.
It's a like if I could.
Go ahead, Adawan.
Like you said, that small amount of people in Oklahoma compared to the people in the world, the so-called small hats could not have that family, those Israelite brothers and sisters with billions of dollars right there in Oklahoma. So of course the small hats he had they had the orchestrated plan to be able to do that and get away with it. And I wonder today, where are those people? Where are they? Like I wonder today, where are they at? Like where's that family that got all that money from our brothers and sisters? Where are they at today? What are they doing today? What are they on? What businesses are they in and they run? You know what I'm saying? Like that's another $1 million question. Where are they at now?
Right.
I'm looking it up right now.
We
That's a good question.
Let's see. Okay, so it goes into what happened to Molly Burkhart.
Did she get killed too?
Nah, she actually is the one who ended up stopping it. Like she saved a lot of lives.
She's a hero.
Yeah, she's a hero. Molly Burkhart is a hero. Even amongst the Native American people, she's one of the greatest heroes amongst the Native Americans. That's why when you watch about Lily Gladstone and she talk who Lily Gladstone is a Slovakian. That's a bad Slovakian. You know what I'm saying? And I think she's actually Osage, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I know she's Native American. I know she a sister. Okay, so yeah, so she is Lily Gladstone. No, Lily Gladstone is Blackfoot. So Lily Gladstone is Blackfoot. All right, so I do know that all of Molly Burkhart's children were Edomites.
Damn.
Because they was the Burkhart, they was Burkharts. You know what I'm saying?
Those are 5% today. Yeah. My mother is Native Indian.
Yeah, them $5 Indians.
Right.
$5.
They probably the ones that's running the casinos in Oklahoma right now.
Yep. Right.
Let me see.
And then they got some weird false native Indian name that they made up off some type of some lottery pick or something.
They be the ones that's out there. They trying their hardest to be so-called gad. Trying their best.
It really ain't no telling. Cause I think Molly had daughters. And,
Those aren't correct.
And so and given what happened to her marrying this Edomite, I wouldn't be surprised if she reverted back and dove even deeper into her. You know what I mean, I should really do more research about what happened after her after what happened. Hold on. Ooh, they took that story down. Whoa. So I found an article that was in MSN says what happened to Molly and Ernest Burkhart after the situation, but they took that article down.
Ooh-wee.
That's interesting. I'm gonna do some research on this sister right here. Here we go. The granddaughters of Molly. And they killed all her sisters. Like she had like 3 sisters. Like you remember in the movie, I think she had like 2 or 3 sisters.
I was about to say I remember that part in that because they was burying one of her sisters in the beginning.
Because one of her sisters was a fighter. Like, she used to beat up grown men.
Mm.
So I think exactly what I thought happened. So I think her daughter is married Gadite brothers.
Mm.
Oh no, she did have a son. So she had a son named James. They call him Cowboy.
Too.
So Molly had a son named James. So Margie was an Edomite. So he was released and was able to meet his granddaughter Margie. So Margie's an Edomite. This lady right here is an Edomite. Her father was the son of Ernest Burkhart. So he lived all the way to 1986.
Oh wow. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. It was, but it's just the whole big family business.
This is why this story right here, man, is a nightmare. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That movie, what's that movie called? Get Out.
Yeah.
Listen, Get Out is one of the realest. Hold on, I gotta add a bond back to stuff. Get Out, Salakia Bond. I don't know why. I don't know how you keep getting booted. I don't know if
That's
I'm actually.
it's my phone. It's my phone.
Okay. So Get Out. This movie right here is proof to you that Get Out is not just some kind of fictional movie.
Right.
You understand? Get Out is very real. And because Molly had to get out. You understand? Molly had to get out. And many of my brothers and sisters did not get out. You understand?
Right.
And this situation right here, listen, when I hear brothers say, "Oh, I love white women," well, guess what? A lot of the Osage men, they love white women too. And you know what ended up happening? They ended up in the goddamn grave.
Right.
You understand? They ended up in the grave. You understand? And guess what? Many of our native sisters, they love white men too. And you know what ended up happening? They ended up in the goddamn grave. And Molly was on her way to the grave. Molly Burkhart, Molly Burkhart, she was on her way to the grave. When you watch that whole movie, she was sickly the whole movie, getting worse and worse. And you know what I mean? And luckily she was wise enough to think, like, you know, I'm supposed to be getting better. I'm taking medicine. Ain't I supposed to get better?
Right.
Why do I keep getting worse? You understand? But then what she did was, I can't remember exactly what happened, but somehow she ended up getting real insulin. And she ended up getting better. And it fucked her husband, excuse my language, but it messed her husband up so bad that he didn't even realize what was going on. No, matter of fact, she ended up going to this. Listen, that's a tough broad. Molly Kyle, that is a tough broad because she was dying and traveled by train to go to Washington, D.C. You know, back then, you know, even today, trains is faster today than they was back then.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You understand? So you can imagine catching a train back then. I think it was like a 48-hour train ride.
Yeah, I think it was a couple days from Oklahoma to DC.
It was like a couple days. She had to ride that train.
That's
I'm talking clickety clackety clickety clackety clickety clackety clickety. That ain't no. Hey, and I know that was a rough ride. You understand? And then she a Gadite, so you know she can't ride first class.
Right.
So there ain't no food on the train. She probably got to pack her own lunch for 2 days.
Man.
Can you imagine that? Clickety clackety clickety clack clickety clickety clackety clackety click. You know what I'm saying? For 48 hours, no radio, no TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all spoiled with your little smartphones and your internets and your YouTubes and your Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Molly did that trip with nothing. You understand?
She was tortured.
Yeah. So Molly, that was a tough broad. You know what I'm saying? And she saved a lot. Listen, the Gadite brothers and sisters lost a lot. They lost a whole lot. And I'm not gonna sit here and say she saved a lot of people, but she saved what was left of her tribe.
Right.
And because they was wiped out. They was wiped out. They was being like, this right here is why you don't date outside your nation.
Right.
Just keeping that one simple law. Just that one simple law would have saved the Osage Nation. And who knows? That Osage Nation holding on to that wealth could have saved all of the tribe of Gad.
Right.
That could have revolutionized all of the tribe of Gad. They could have started their own oil industry right then and there from the Osage Nation. And to this day would have been multi-billionaires, if not trillionaires.
That's a fact.
You understand? Because these oil companies, they still to this day pulling oil from that land. You understand? So, you know what I mean? This is diabolical, man. This is why, man. You don't date outside your race. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't no telling what this is what they capable of. See, it's hard for us to understand it because we not built like them.
Right.
We are not like them. We don't think like our oppressor thinks.
Right.
And we don't consider things the way our oppressor considers them. And so because of that, we think that they think like us. But they don't. You understand? See, they think about your substance. You understand? Because think about it like this. The only reason why black people was even brought to America was because we was the ones that was skilled enough and wise enough to do the work that they forced us to do here.
Right.
You understand? That's the only reason why they did it. You understand? And had we got over here and not known nothing, what you thought would have happened? If we got over here and been of no use to our oppressor, what you think would have happened?
They would have unalive us.
Think they would have sent us back?
Nah,
it cost money to get us here.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Got us
It would have been Negro hunting. It would have been a Negro hunting season every year.
Right.
That's what it would have been. You understand? So they only consider you for your substance. You understand? For what you can offer them. You understand? That's how they even consider each other. That's how they think. You understand? And you got to understand, like, that's why the wisdom in the Bible is so important for us to utilize in this day and age, because the Bible says that Esau was going to gain everything he got by the sword.
Right.
You understand? Everything he gained, he was going to get it by the sword. And this movie right here is proof of it. You understand? This movie right here is proof of it. Even America in itself, right? America is what you call a progressive nation, right? So you know what progressive means? Like progressive, that's like, okay, a lot of progressive means that the way the economy grows is through conquest, through conquering, through going to other lands and making what belongs to them belong to us. That's what a progressive nation is. Like Rome was the progressive nation.
Right.
You understand? Rome, the only way their economy could grow is by taking over other lands. You understand? So, but the problem with a progressive nation is if there's nothing to conquer, then you can no longer sustain that society. You understand?
Right.
So that when that happens, that's typically when you start seeing world wars. That's why the Bible prophesies that about world wars.
Okay.
You understand? Because think about it. When World War I happened, right? What territories were left to be taken? What territories were left?
Talking about the First World War or second?
The First World War. When the First World War happened, what territories were left to be taken by white people?
It was nothing. They had Germany. What was it? It was most of Spain, like most of the European colonies of town cities of not state, but the European countries over there were taken over during World War I.
Right. And not only that, but the Great Britain had already colonized Africa.
Right.
So Africa was taken. America had already taken the United States. Spain had already taken Mexico and South America. Right. You want to know how you know? Because they speak Spanish down there, motherfucker.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what other lands could have been taken? So the only thing left after that is war. Because now you have different sects of Edomites encroaching on each other's territories. Or just like China. That's the dispute between America and China. Is they're encroaching on each other's what they consider to be each other's territories.
Yeah.
They fight, they beefing over Taiwan. Just like Russia and Europe. Russia and Europe, you know what I mean? They beefing over Ukraine. You see what I'm saying? So this third world war is inevitable. There's no getting around it. You understand? Right. You're not gonna run from it. You understand? And when you turn on the news, matter of fact, let's get to some news, man. I ain't even touched the news.
That's my favorite part right there.
The news.
I love watching the news. That's like sports to me.
I'll be watching the news, trying to see who put up 40 points.
Triple doubles.
Let's see, man. Let's get some news going, man. News ain't really exciting today. The news ain't really exciting today. I know Friday it was popping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. We checking out Fox News today. Let's see. White House. This is the number one story right now. Scathing response to Dem lawmakers who doubled down on tying Trump to plane. What?
Ooh, there we go.
So like I don't know if this is true, but I heard Trump put his mugshot outside the Oval Office, like a picture of his mugshot.
For real?
That's what they say. I don't know how true it is, but I can think of more to
Man, Donald Trump is a fool.
He don't. It's like they don't even care. So it's like anything goes right now.
it. Right.
They just came out with some news. They said South Africa's openly gay inman shot dead.
Said Imam.
Imam. Yeah, kind.
IMAM.
You know, the fights were
Yep.
just, you know, the thing that started it off. The level of play was absolutely incredible, and you know, both teams put it all out there, and that's good for our game.
Yeah, some of these checks into the boards, phenomenal.
Look at these thugs.
I mean, really just focused play. Bill, what year were you born?
Hold on.
1970.
Okay, so you were 10, right? When you probably had.
Wait a minute.
So he got into a fight.
Wait. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Alwan.
Like you said, these are thugs, criminals, gangsters. I have yet to see black men get into a fight and get put on Fox News to talk about it.
Man, listen.
Right.
They said, "Oh, it's such incredible play, such incredible play and focus and drive." They talking about they bigging up these people, and they fighting on. I want to go back. Show the clip. Where is that, man? These are the mice boxing on the ice. Look at this. Look at them.
Ice boxing.
Look at them criminals. Look at them thugs. That's assault. Look at them. What, they taking turns?
This sport is for animals.
Hey, it's like it. You know how in most of the sports that judo or Isupk, and you'll get a flag or something. But this is, you know what I'm saying, mainly a white sport, even though black people have dominated it, you know what I'm saying, when they were in it. But this is mainly a white sport. And they let them fight and duke it out. Why they don't do that on the football field? Why they don't do that anywhere else? They think black people gotta make a good example, or we some thugs, or you know what I'm saying? Like we can't fight on the field or something. But when it comes to hockey, they can go at it.
Good night.
What happened, man?
So judge orders Walmart shoppers to wash cars.
Shoplifters.
You know what? General Yohana said something similar to this a while back. I remember him bringing out something where he was talking about how what they're gonna start doing is see what kind of terrorism this terrorist been committed. But they said hold on.
Faulkner focus. Illegal border crossings have fallen by so much, one illegal immigrant shelter has shut its doors. FEMA gave the San Diego shelter more than $20 million last year. That money went to medical screenings, food, legal support, and other services for illegals. However, since Trump took office, that facility has become one single new illegal immigrant. That's all they've seen. The Department of Homeland Security's data also showing staggering results. ICE arrests have soared by 137% compared with the same period last year under former President Biden. Within those numbers, we'll look deeper. We see major surges in the arrests numbers of aliens with criminal histories, fugitive illegal aliens, suspected gang members. Borders are Tom Homan.
We're just talking about interior arrests, and we're blowing them out of the water. We more than double them. And the reason that border arrests are done because we secured the border. We got almost 600,000 illegal aliens in the United States with a criminal conviction. So I won't be happy till we eradicate every one of those. We're going to have
Eradicate.
to detain for removal.
You took the word right out of my mouth. That's a heavy word. That
That's
you
a
just right there.
crazy word. Slaggy, sir.
He eradicate every single one of them.
God damn.
Listen, man, if you support mass deportation, listen, I got a special whip crack for you. I'm practicing. You know what I'm saying? You support this mass deportation, you a goddamn dummy. You a goddamn dummy. How long before you think they point the gun at you?
Right.
If you black, Australian, Native American, how long before you think they point the gun at you? You understand? How long, for real? You understand? You don't think these devils foaming at the mouth for the chance to do something dirty to us, man?
Not to hold to release, detain for removal. That is what the Trump administration is doing. That's what the promise to President Trump made American people.
Let's take a look at a big border state right now. Brooke Taylor is with us in Dallas, Texas. Brooke.
Hi, Harris. Well, a new report today from a watchdog group shows that the Department of Health and Human Services has spent $22 billion on migrants over the last few years. We're talking things like cars, homes, even help with credit scores. And guess where this money's coming from? The taxpayers' pockets. Well, Open the Books is the name of this government watchdog group. They dug into this. Their investigation revealed the money was distributed through the Office of Refugee Resettlement, a division within HHS. The office has come under fire in the past. Last year, as everyone may remember, an Inspector General report revealed they could not track the exact whereabouts of 32,000 unaccompanied migrant children. And still, this latest report notes the most funding went to programs for unaccompanied migrant children.
So
that's crazy.
32,000 children missing.
And these bastards got 20 million unaccounted for dollars.
20 million.
Wow.
And got 30,000 children missing. Good night. The Lord needs to step in here, man. I pray the Lord step in and cause an earthquake to happen right there at the border and just swallow up that entire military presence right there at the border, man. I pray the Lord send a flaming hurricane right there through the south border of Texas and just burn that whole shit up. You understand? Because what's happening to our children, this is diabolical. And they talk about sex trafficking. You understand? How many of them 30,000 kids went missing you think are now victims of sex trafficking?
Come on, man.
Man, Salaki was stopping the news. Salaki.
Programs include matching savings for cars and homes, small business loans, and help with credit scores. In 2021,
hold up, man. That's bullshit. That's a lie right there.
That's not for Isupk. That's for them Ukrainians.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now that a lot of our brothers and sisters can't even get credit. They can't get loans because they are migrants, especially around here. Like Isupk, listen, Issacharites is coming together in South Carolina, right? They coming together. They're getting like an apartment or a house that they rent, and they'll live like 20 people to a house. And they'll all put their money together to buy a house cash, and they'll buy like a fixer-upper. You know what I'm saying? They might buy a house $50,000 cash. You see what I'm saying? And then they'll work together to build up the house. Like it's a house in my neighborhood right now. I know when they sell that house, they're gonna get $1 million for that house. Because they done did so much work to that house. They done changed the landscape and all that. Like they done changed the whole. It don't even look like it belongs in my neighborhood. But that's what they do because they can't get loans. They can't get lines of credit. They have to buy all their cars cash. You know what I'm saying? But they have to work together as a team to do those things. So this is a lot. This do not go to Isupk.
According to this watchdog report, they gave out more than $2 billion.
I used to talk to a sister that she was an Israelite sister, had been here since she was 5 years old. And and I used to be flabbergasted at how much money she had in her bank account. And then when I found out why she had to have all that money saved in her bank account, I was like, damn, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I feel you. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. But her car that she had to buy it cash. She was saving up to buy a house that she had. And she was like, she was so 30,000 cash. The average person would think 30,000 cash is they doing good. She looking at it like, man, the average price of a house is 200,000. I'm not even close to buying a house. You understand? So, man.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You say that? It's like, I knew an Isupk brother. We stayed in Greenwood. That's what he did with his family. They stayed in a 1-bedroom apartment for 10 years. Him, his wife, and their 3 kids. And the brother was so humble and sincere. He invited me and my brother over to his house, gave us, fed us everything in this 1-bedroom small apartment. This brother literally said, I'm about maybe 7 to 8 months away from buying my house that I want. This brother saved up $250,000 cash to go buy him a house for him and his family because he couldn't get credit. Like, I remember him saying it, and he told us how he was doing it. And I was like, this damn near impossible. That brother did it. I yield. I feel like it.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. They make it hard for our brothers and sisters to come over here and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I think they're
crossing the border illegally from 40,000 a year to 100,000 a year. It's something I call people used to call the Sonny Bono doctrine, which Sonny Bono was Cher's ex-husband, who was a member of Congress, was asked, "What's your position on illegal immigration?" And he said, "It's illegal." And it's funny
Obama has
because
said that too. It's all over YouTube. You can look it up.
But it's funny because it's so self-evident, but it's not evident to people.
To break into our country, it's so obvious where the crime starts. All right, liberal hysteria over the Department of Government efficiency efforts to cut waste is continuing now. Here's a liberal network host apoplectic over Elon Musk heading that department. Doge, as you know the acronym spells. He also had some interesting words for Democrats.
I'd just like you to show that you give a that you got a little emotion about the fact that people are losing their jobs indiscriminately. I just like to see somebody wake the up and get excited about the fact that your country is under assault. They're not at the gate anymore. They're in your bedrooms. They're in your living rooms. They're in your businesses. They got your data, dumb. They got all your stuff. Elon Musk has his tentacles in everything you're doing, and nobody seems to give a. So that's all I want, somebody to show that they care enough to get off their fat and say something about it.
That is so disrespectful. Like I can
look at this bitch. Salakia. This bitch. That is so disrespectful.
Shut up, Hope. Ain't nobody asked you.
Laying in the bed with an oppressor. And it's like that brother who's speaking, he's mad because now all that all that work that he put in for this empire, thinking that he could be accepted, he's finally realizing that he's just another nigga, bro.
Yeah. Well, really, what's happening is, see, what Trump and Elon Musk is doing is they going through the what's the name? Like basically they're going through all the finances of the government, and they're finding all the places where people are skimming money from the government.
Mm-hmm.
And they cutting off their supply.
Don't get mad now, Christians, black Christians.
Yeah.
Can't rob black folk no more like they used to. Trump want that money.
Yeah, that is right. But that money gonna come out of that church pocket that's funding all those churches. Now it's gonna go straight to Trump.
Generate 100.
Oh, go ahead, sir. So like,
Now go ahead. That's the like it.
no, I was just about to say it's crazy how judgment come right back around like that. It's just come like a what does the scripture says? It's like a ring, circle of judgment. Come right back.
Shalom.
Like it, sir. You got it.
I was gonna say, Junior Hunter said this. Like, this is gonna affect them churches. They're gonna have to shut them churches down. All your doctor, your big head pastors, doctor so and so over church so and so. They're not gonna want to be in the politics no more because it's not gonna be beneficial for them at all. Trump taking that money, so now they're gonna have to come back down to the ghetto and beg.
Right. It's like it, sir.
Come.
Did you see when the mayor, I forgot his name, the mayor of New York?
Talking about the brother, right?
Yeah. Sir. He he had a whole sermon inside a church. Like it's crazy because we talk about this now. Now it's like the mayors and these politicians now they going back to the churches again, like recently, so they can straighten this out. I don't know. He put on such a sob story when he was up there talking about how great Jesus is and how I came from the bottom, and he's talking to the congregation. He and they're like, "I'm you. I'm just like you. I did all this." Nah, nigga. It's like now he want to talk like now he can relate to them. When this whole time you've been robbing these people and lying to them the entire time. Like I did.
Big guy, you know, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm still here trying to send some footage to also Jeremiah.
Yeah, you're gonna see these churches fall. They're gonna fall just like the generals prophesied to us. You finna see a fall in these churches because all of those Democratic politicians, they're gonna have to run back to the ghetto, and the ghetto gonna be like, well, wasn't you the same one that told us to vote for Trump? Wasn't you in the White House with your hand on his shoulder, praying for him? Now he turned his back on you. Now it's, oh, I'm just like y'all. I'm one of y'all. And you're gonna see more of a division in these churches between white and black churches. You're gonna see more of a division because these so-called Caucasian churches, a lot of them voted for Trump. And a lot of those rich pastors, they not gonna give a damn about the black churches anymore. Like they not gonna give a damn. Like they already know that they're in a whole different tax bracket. They in the pocket of all these billionaires. They know this person, know that person. They know people that these black politicians and black pastors can't even sit down and have lunch with. They're gonna be okay.
Right.
But the rest, they're gonna be eating out that pantry at their own church in a little bit. Food kitchen don't sound too bad.
Yeah. That's why we've been telling these people, you better get out of these churches and come to the UPK because now, I mean, this is going to be a last resort. What's going to be your last resort at survival or even understanding what the hell even going on? How you going to survive if you don't even know what's going on?
That part.
That's scary. All about the leadership.
Remember the phrase, if you're scared, go to church.
Damn.
What you do when the church scared? Oh, damn, that's heavy. If you're scared, go to church. They know that's where all the cowards go.
All right. Right. That's really why I said that. So the headline still said, get off your fat A and say something about what Elon Musk is doing. So, I mean, I'm kind of, maybe I'm a little misinformed on that, but like Elon Musk got a lot to do with, you know what I'm saying, with what's going on with the tribe of Issachar, right?
That's just more so Trump. Elon Musk digging into the pockets of Americans.
Oh, okay. That's what they took. Okay.
Elon Musk trying to find out how can he get more money.
Right. As if he don't got it all already.
Right.
Elon Musk trying to take over the world.
So later you're gonna have white people saying the white man is the devil.
That's a goal right there. Because not only a boot kiss, but if they can come, if we can get people to start saying that, Esau to start saying that on tape, we need that footage right there.
Do you believe that your people are the devil that the Bible speaks of? I mean, looking at things right now, I could understand why people would say that.
Damn. That's gonna be the next interview segment we do.
Do you think Elon Musk is the devil? Hell yeah, I think he's the devil.
Hey, that's 15K views right there.
Ooh, that's a setup question. Do you think Elon Musk is the devil? When they say yeah, he's like, okay, so who's working with Elon Musk?
Right.
You know who they're gonna have to say? Then when they say that, so is it safe to say the people that follow him also are the devil?
Right.
Hurry up, man, brother.
His followers got to be too.
You know, Satan had angels too, right?
They're gonna be mind boggling.
And that's all we got That's all we got, Bob. You gonna have a good one, all right?
Right.
It's been a long time coming, but like the Isupk prophesied that this all was going to happen. Like they warned people that all this was going to happen. And nobody took heed to this situation. Nobody took heed. Nobody listened. Everybody just mocked, laughed, joked. Oh, this ain't nothing to be worried about. America never gonna fall.
Right.
I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, do that.
More of this news.
I ain't got no coat.
You got
And
some more news,
that's
sir?
really, really beyond the pale. Spending to education and equity organizations last week. And remember that word equity. It's the part of DEI that I always take issue with. Nobody's promised an outcome. If you want to put equality in there, then replace equity. It's part of the broader attempt to cut government waste. And it previously shared contract and DEI training grant cuts that totaled nearly $1 trillion. This is just part of widespread cuts across the government agencies. Some others are scrolling on your screen there. $32 million to the Prague Civil Society Center, $40 million for Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Hub, $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. Look, you're going to find some things on the list that you say, okay, that's important. You're going to find a lot of things on the list that haven't been looked at. They weren't balancing their books. I mean, you can't even keep your household income if you don't take a look at what you're spending.
No, and everyone is, ripping on Elon Musk and saying, well, you said you were going to save $2 trillion, and now it can only be $1 trillion. Listen, Harris, I'll take the $1 trillion that you're talking about right there and all of those things that added up. I'll take the pennies. I'll take the nickels. At the end of the day, we're a nation that's going broke. And if we don't stop this, we're going to be in a terrible situation. And if Americans feel like high inflation hit their pocketbook hard and they're paying too much in taxes, they're only going to see Democrats come back and say, sorry, to fix it, we've got to raise your taxes more.
Wow. The liberal media have repeatedly denied the existence of the massive government waste and fraud that DOJ is trying to rein in. Democratic lawmakers are doing it too.
Quote, waste, fraud, and abuse. I have been hearing that my entire lifetime, that all we have to do is find this magical waste, fraud, and abuse. Well, if it's so easy, how come it hasn't happened my entire lifetime?
Don't believe the fraud, waste, abuse, inefficiency. They are dismantling this system to delay until dead.
What you're hearing from Elon Musk and Donald Trump and other Republicans who are repeating misinformation.
You know why that one gentleman had not seen it in his lifetime, Jackie? Because they haven't been looking for it. Yeah, they don't look. But we do look, and here's what we're watching: the numbers. Even before President.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care about them, about the money. Like that's them. We ain't need Donald Trump to become president to know the white man is the devil.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's like if I could, it's like now Elon Musk and Trump cutting down all these fundings to these different things like women empowerment, LGBT, things to help fight for them. Like when Trump shut down, women's sports, and now everybody's gonna have to be classified as just one gender. Like he know that stops a lot of these thieves. Like he's a thief too, but that stops a lot of these, like you said, not talking about these people who just been skimming off the top of everything. Okay, you got how much you said coming in? Yes, they're gonna give us the grant for 28 million. Okay, let's put 20 in. No matter of fact, let's put 15 in. We can keep the other, the other percentage of that. Let's get 10 million out of it. Let's get 12 million out of that. So these people are getting rich. And Donald Trump, he's a professional devil. So all them people that voted against him, he's now shutting down those little loopholes they had for them to get money, to get rich. And the Democrat, like that brother over there going crazy as hell over there. Them Democratic parties there, they losing all that little money that they was able to get.
So you think it's retaliatory?
I mean, that's what they want people to believe. But I just, we believe that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And now, they just looking for ways how they can get all of that money for themselves. They gonna make it look to the public like, hey, this is retaliation for y'all voting against me. Because I guarantee you're gonna have a Democrat that's gonna say that. Well, this is nothing but retaliation for us coming against Donald Trump. He's just being a devil. He just want the money.
Oh shit, man. Let's move on to some new stuff, man. Let's get into some of the culture, man. Like, let me ask y'all a question, man. Do y'all watch Power?
I see a little bit.
Me personally, la. I was watching it, but I really haven't. I haven't in a long time.
Well, I watch Power. So I'm about to react to this Power Season 4 trailer that just dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because Power about to come back out, man. You know what I'm saying? They got the series called Raising Cain. And really that's one of my favorite ones right there. So it's like the origins of 50 Cent character. You know what I'm saying? They got 4.1 million views already. Let's go ahead and get there. We about to review that right there. I know y'all don't watch it, but not exactly.
Southside, we live. Season 4 trailer, Raising Kanan is here. Trust us, we got that work.
You gotta understand, Kanan, that how people see you now is how they're gonna see you forever.
Now you want people to see you, Kanan.
I want them to see me as me. Not who my mother is.
Gotta be real careful, Kanan. They ain't get to where they are without dropping a whole lot of bodies behind them.
Oh, like how you got the way you are?
All right.
I work with your mother, kid, not you.
It seems like those of us in business with you are now being attacked.
It's one thing not to be able to trust my son. I can almost live with that. But I have to be able to trust my business partners.
Probably had a big beef because of that. Now I grit my teeth.
What we do, it's all about who you know.
Cause it's all about money.
This think I'm dead.
I'm getting mine. Here I am, turning over.
I ain't never been more alive. I want to make some real loot. Get me some information. Go home, kid. Thank your lucky stars you got a mother who loves you.
Beware of the hand when it's coming from the left. I ain't tripping. Just watch your step.
If you want people to see you as you, you gotta let them know who you are. Famous last words.
So like that's gonna be a fire season. I seen season 1 and I seen some of season 2 of Raising Cain. I like Raising Cain.
Yeah, man, that's my show right there, man. Hey, let me ask you a question now. This is what everybody asking about Raising Cain. Is Unique Breeze?
What's that?
Do you think the unique character is Breeze?
Unique, who is that? That's
That's Joey Badass.
Breeze is from Power, right?
Right. Breeze was the guy that Ghost killed. Remember when Ghost, like I guess in the backstory, like behind the original Power, Ghost had killed some guy named Breeze, and that's how they ended up becoming the bosses. That's how Tommy and Ghost became the boss. It's because they killed Breeze.
Might be.
And Breeze was supposed to be the boss that Kane had worked for. And so it's like, they ended up killing Breeze and getting Kane and locked up so that they could become the bosses. So a lot of people thinking that Breeze that Unique is Breeze. I know he's back alive. This season about to be crazy.
And didn't they say they killed Unique, and they thought they killed him, didn't
Yeah, his brother had like beat him up and tossed his body in the woods. And he thought everybody thought that he was dead, but turns out he alive. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, at the end of the movie, at the end of the season, at the end of last season, Unique, I guess they had killed Ronnie, Unique's brother.
Oh, they did kill his crazy ass?
Yeah, they killed I think Rock had killed Ronnie. Kanan killed Ronnie. So Kanan killed Ronnie, shot him in the back of the head. He was counting the money. And then after they left the body, all of a sudden Breeze came out the dark and was looking down at Ronnie. Now I call him Breeze, but Unique came. I call him Breeze. I think that nigga Breeze, man.
That makes sense. Makes sense why Kanan would work with him.
Yeah, I think that nigga Breeze, and I think Kanan working for Unique the whole time on the low. That's what I think.
I was like, boy, you gonna make me go back and watch this out.
Hey man, I like Power. You know what I'm saying? I really like Raising Kanan. I like the music. You know what I'm saying? I like 50 Cent overall. What you think about the 50 and BMF beef?
BMF ain't got enough power to fuck with 50 Cent. They ain't got enough power. They ain't like they used to be.
Say BMF ain't got the juice, huh?
Not no more. 50 Cent got that.
Yeah. And I remember seeing some clip. They said BMF ain't worried about 50 Cent because Rick Ross about to make a movie.
Shit.
Make a BMF movie.
You can't do that.
In reality, though, if you think about it, I think TV shows make more than movies, don't they?
Because it becomes a series.
Yeah. Like TV shows, I think, make more than movies, especially if you get multiple seasons. You know what I'm saying? But But then it turned out 50 Cent owns the movie and TV rights for Big Meech and BMF.
Yep.
So they can't do nothing. And now it's like, man, 50 Cent has the power to portray BMF however he wants to.
Make them like a bunch of homosexuals if you want.
Yeah, he can turn BMF into a LGBT cartoon if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? He could turn into an action movie, a series that ain't got nothing to do with Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, do you think Big Meech was wrong for that picture with Rick Ross? Or you think 50 tripping?
Say that again. That's all I got.
You think Big Meech wrong for taking that picture with Rick Ross, or do you think 50 tripping?
I understand 50 Cent. 50 Cent big on loyalty. His one big thing is loyalty. Like I even heard him. Like I didn't even know him and Lloyd Banks wasn't cool with each other anymore. Because I forgot what Lloyd Banks did something that 50 didn't like, and 50 was just telling Lloyd Banks the truth. He was like, if you're gonna get some money, you can get it, but my job isn't to give you money. Like if you're gonna get some money, get some money. And I think him and Lloyd Banks fell out because Lloyd Banks was always thinking 50's supposed to just set up everything for him. And so they not cool no more. And they was talking about it. And he was like I told Lloyd Banks, you gotta get out here and you gotta get it. Like you gotta get it. Like I'm not gonna set up all your shows, and the only thing you gotta do is just show up and come, and then you get mad when you don't make a certain percentage of money that you think.
Right.
He was like, nah, I set this up. I do this. I do that. I do all that. He said, you just come when it's time for us to perform. He said, of course you're not gonna make the same amount of money that I make. But Meech, not Meech, yeah, Big Meech, he ain't beefing with nobody. Like he like, yo, I'm not beefing with nobody. Like he's like, that's always been who I've been. I didn't beef with nobody. Like I was cool with all the rappers. I was cool with everybody. Like I always made peace. But 50 don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Right.
It's like, nigga, I bless your family. Nigga, you owe me. They say here a real one, but me personally, I would never, ever want to do any type of like let him be the man that determines my life. I fuck with him though. He's cool. I mean, if it's just business, you can do business with him. Anything else, you better be careful. Because if you're rolling with him, you better roll with him through right or wrong. Whatever he feel like was right, you got to be the same way. Well, 50's right. Yeah.
No, I don't think 50 Cent a yes man because Tony Yayo, like him and Tony Yayo be going at it all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think what 50 respect is like he seemed to me like as long as you do what you say you're gonna do,
That's it.
then he gonna fuck with you. Or as long because he said Tony Yayo do some things. He even tell you that the reason why he's still fool with Tony Yayo is because he'll look at Tony Yayo and be like, man, why the hell you do that? And then Tony Yayo look at him and be like, my bad. He'd be like, my bad, Phil. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to that because it's like, sometimes you might say something to somebody and they act like you tripping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like how Lloyd Banks was. Lloyd Banks act like 50 to 1 tripping. 50, man, bro, don't you realize that you be in Queens, you know what I'm saying, working at Burger King if it wasn't for 50 Cent?
Right. You can rap, but you that guy that can rap. Oh, he fired. Hey, yo, Lord, you got 20 whoppers coming down your way. Nigga, we don't want to hear you rap, but you can rap them burgers.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Lord. Like, nobody buying your album. Nobody. I don't believe nobody was a Lloyd Banks fan that wasn't a 50 Cent fan.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody gonna buy Lloyd Banks. Strength of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like 50 Cent, but I like Lloyd Banks. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And like I remember 50 was saying something about like how Lloyd Banks, he would say, like when Banks about to go do a show, 50 would be like, hey, listen, I don't think you should perform that song. I think you should perform this song. And then Lloyd Banks would be like, why? Because you own it.
Nigga, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Because that is your number one song on the charts right now. You know what I'm saying? It is your biggest hit, biggest songs right now. All the ones featuring me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Hey, same thing with Game.
If I was Tony Ayo, I'd still be dropping music at least. I'd be dropping mixtapes or something.
I didn't really look at Tony Yayo like a fire rapper.
Nah, but you ain't got to be fired. You can hire ghostwriters.
I would.
Nowadays, you can hire a Ghost Rider.
Get a hit.
Shit, hire Drake. Shit,
Might as well.
Cut Drake a check. You know what I'm saying? Let him eat under the radar for a little bit. The Drake career basically on pause right now.
He just dropped some love music shit with him and Party Next Door. My rib was listening to that shit. But it's like you can tell that brother Pride hurt. His soul hurt, man.
Yeah, I heard he had like a Valentine's Day album or something like that.
Yeah. I think that boy Future gonna drop some shit and gonna just crush all shit that them boys have. Like that boy Future, he be taking over the game from time to time.
So y'all watching the All-Star game?
That's this week, right?
I think they had the dunk contest yesterday. Did y'all watch the dunk contest?
La.
See, but
Man, we about to react to the highlights, man.
I think some white dude won or something.
We about to react to the dunk contest highlights, man. Is it a white dude won the dunk contest?
I think so.
Man, let's see.
You're joking. This is a joke. You want jokes? Wait, new car? You need Like a Good Neighbor. State Farm is there. Your State Farm agent can help you choose the coverage you need. Glad I could help. Like a Good Neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah, man. Gotta get that premium.
That's a nice start. I've seen that before. I like it. I like that. That's how you start. A reminder, you can help choose tonight's AT&T Slam Dunk Champion by scanning the QR code.
Vince Carter.
But you got to factor nerves. That's nice. That's a nice start.
Am I tripping?
Nah, he most definitely did that before.
Vince Carter did that before, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one that won it, but it was one
I've
of
seen
them.
that before. I like it. I like that. That's how you start.
You heard he said. I've seen that one before.
Slam Dunk Champion by scanning the QR code on your screen. See, here's a 360 with a windmill. That's what he cupped it back. It's like you now. I love it. It's tough to be the first dunker though, because the crowd isn't even warmed up yet. Right. And so they're waiting to get excited. It's like the first dance at a party. Like no one's going all out. Right. First dance at the party.
But at the same time, that is a dunk that it's a dunk he feels he can do. But now, like I said, he's putting the pressure on the next group because you have to come up with something that's as flashy.
And he made it on the first try. And he made it on the first line. And shout out to his dad, Stacey, who played for my aim high basketball.
Oh, goodness. Of course you were going to get that in, Kenny.
Now, reminder, you got to help choose tonight's AT&T Slam Dunk Champ. Scan the QR code. I like that. I like the creativity here, guys.
But here's the thing that now we can.
Garbage. Garbage.
Yo, what is he doing, man?
I don't think that's not the white dude, but I didn't know he was in there.
Look, you can tell by his name he was going to fumble the bag.
What's his name?
Bazulis. Come on, dog.
Kind of have an idea. If you don't feel like you're going to do it, don't show us what's there.
But Vince,
what the fuck?
I know what he's trying to do, and I've seen it done before, like by street ballers. That's what he really stole this dunk from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Mataz, you blew it.
Yeah, blew it, Doc.
Mataz blew.
Yeah,
Just continue to stick to playing basketball. Shoot the jumper.
Hey, they get out there in front of that crowd and get nervous.
The ball the first time too.
Right,
we still didn't know what you were going to
correct. And I feel like that's important.
He has two more attempts here. Oh, he got this. He got this. Go ahead, young fella.
The other
Damn.
thing that plays a factor is the ball. The ball's not bouncing like he needs it to. It doesn't have enough air.
Why don't we have a light blue ball?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah, thank you. Stop there for making excuses.
get this young fella. That's it.
Now here, I would switch ball. I would go to the other ball.
Without question.
Like the regular ball.
Yeah,
Regular ball. Regular bounce. Regular
You got
bounce.
no backup, though?
The thing I've been practicing with.
Like, come on, brother.
Yes. Because watch on the bounce how it dives. Guys, there you go.
At least that got up.
Damn.
But see, now the adjustment, he's been practicing just a regular bounce. That one, he tried to bounce it a little harder to get more bounce up to him.
That was a nice dunk, though. That would have been a nice dunk. That's a great stuff.
We'll never know.
It's still a good attempt. Now he's going to shoot the three. I'm just like, yo.
Might as well do something, right?
Oh, no, you see the bounce. It was a bounce. It was all bounce placement. It was ball placement.
You see here how
he's high enough to
dies
get
on him?
Look, his head is near the rim.
Yeah.
You could easily
control of the ball. That's what it was.
How long do you think these guys?
You know what he should have did?
What's that?
He should have cheated. He should have put what they call it, pine tar. He should have rubbed a little pine tar on his hand. Just a little bit. That way he could have had control over that ball and then dunk it. Like that pine tar. What's his name? Rampage Jackson said he used to put it on his feet when he used to fight. He used to fight UFC.
God damn, motherfucker gonna knock your whole fucking head off.
You gotta get all zero up to this night. Process tonight. He's my favorite.
Yo, how you get a 40 and you ain't even make the dunk?
What the fuck?
They gave him a 40?
They gave him all, yeah.
I don't remember it going like that.
He's my favorite, Kevin.
So let me ask you a question. We've seen his in-game dunks. Yeah. How is he like in a stage environment like
look how
this?
fast he's going. It's gonna be great. Oh, he slipped. He slipped. He slipped right before he got there.
Yep.
Slipped.
And I hate to say the sneakers do matter.
Yeah.
Like you don't want the broken in shoes that are still a little slippery. You can
He
tell.
switched up. He switched up.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh.
So those are nerves. Those are nerves.
Those are nerves.
Because he's
Now
definitely
that's two down. Right. Now he's certainly thinking about it now.
Right.
Keep it in your hands, young gun.
I would tell him, take a deep breath. You have plenty of time. There you go.
Yeah. 2 attempts left. Oh.
And see, these are dunks that he will complete in the game.
Without question. His name's Jackson. The other Jackson who couldn't jump over a piece of paper.
Oh.
Damn.
And what Action Jackson is that?
His first name's Mark.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, baby. Come on. Calm down, baby. You got this.
At this point, you just want to make it.
There you go. There you go. Just make it.
Oh, my. And at the end of the day, it's not a bad move.
No, baby, you got this.
Take your time.
I know he ain't
You just want to make one.
There you go. There you go. Just make it.
Hey.
And at the end of the day,
Wonder what they gonna give him on the scoreboard.
That nigga did an uncle.
He better get a 41 at least. If they gave the white boy a 40, come on now.
If their life was
let's see what they gave him, man.
Their life was on the line.
it's not a bad move. You're putting the pressure, obviously, on Matt McClung to have to make a dunk, but Buzelis didn't make a dunk.
Right? No, you're not putting the pressure on Matt McClung because Matt McClung puts the pressure on you.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying you have to get a score.
Yes, indeed.
Get out of here.
You know, that's
he's on the board. He scored, right? It wasn't either one of his first 2 dunks, which to me were a little bit more creative. This just gets him on the board as Giannis celebrates.
And it's his nerves, you know. And I say this: when you play the game, you have a teammate. Here, you out there by yourself performing and putting on the shirt.
It's the first time you walk out,
right?
It's the white
catch it first.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's the white dude. We've seen that.
Yeah, he did the Blake Griffin thing.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Hold up. Blake Griffin jumped over Kia. What kind of car is that?
A Kia.
Ain't no way he did the same shit.
Yo, what a new dunk at, man.
Oh my gosh!
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Matt.
He said, I'm here.
Wow.
He said, I'm here.
Yeah.
What you looking at, Spike Lee? He really just looking like, is this the best we got?
Stop playing with me. And see what it does, it puts pressure on these guys who did not make a dunk and has to step up. Now you got to dig deep in the bag.
No, that is much more than pressure, Vince. That is real life flying. That's why those guys in the NBA that are superstars, they're scared of that. They're scared of them.
The Mac attack.
They're scared.
They're scared of the Mac
attack. It's the return of the Mac.
There you go.
Oh,
look,
my God.
Look at this. What's important is the catch.
Oh, man. Look how he's holding on. He's still holding on to the ball as he's traveling over the goal.
Pushed off.
Correct. He gets his hands on the outside of the ball.
Come on, Giannis. You know good well that you seen Blake Griffin.
To be able
Come on, man. That's fake. Them fake faces.
Right. That's like,
man.
They needed
I don't
something.
know. Maybe, am I older than Giannis? Is Giannis not old enough to see Blake Griffin dunk?
Nah, he's old enough because I
soar
see
over the
it.
car. I tell you what, you make the dunk, but the landing is
He
cleared the car. He's all right.
They should take all points for falling. See, man, I came up in the era seeing Vince Carter dunk.
Yeah.
Jason Richardson. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant.
Damn.
Vince, I've seen guys jump over cars.
No, Kobe wasn't in the dunk. Was Kobe in the dunk contest? No, Kobe never did the dunk contest.
He did it as a rookie.
Oh, okay.
Man, that was it.
Yeah, Jordan did the dunk contest.
Yeah,
LeBron ain't never do the dunk contest.
Yeah, that's what everybody wanted. They was like, man, they just wanted to see LeBron do that shit. He would have killed that shit. It's like,
Yeah, it wouldn't have been fair to see LeBron. Come on, LeBron, if he really want to, LeBron could really jump up and like chest bump the backboard.
Yeah.
like LeBron ain't, man, look, man, I done seen LeBron do some jumps that made me walk outside. You know what I'm saying?
But they jump over the small part. Right?
Yeah.
He jumped over the highest part of the car.
Yeah.
We should have put an SUV out there for Matt.
What could he personally have?
Best available right now. He could do between the legs. This could be a windmill.
Yeah, that was a disappointment, though. Like I'm disappointed in myself.
See the way they grade the dunks is like,
If anything, that should have been your go-to for number one.
like they grade it by like the intensity, like how you connect with the rim,
Right.
like because like that's why Vince Carter used to always get them 50s, always
Right.
get 10 out of 10s because the way he used to dunk, like it used to always be clean.
Yeah, he flush it.
Yeah, that's what they want. They don't want you to just throw it in the rim. Like that's weak. They don't want no weak dunks in dunk contests.
Right.
Who is these guys, man?
Man, this is a whole nother generation, sir.
What the hell is going on? You mean to tell me what no Skywalkers in this rookie class?
That's why after this dunk contest, John Morant tweeted. He said next year. He said he wanted to get in there, and then everybody said it should be John Morant, Zion, Zach LaVine again, and somebody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be like dunkers,
Yeah.
like dunkers. That's what they want to see. They want to see the best of the best dunkers go at it. Just like the 3-point contest. Like you want to see Steph Curry,
Right.
Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see Mac McClung.
When you were missing.
Gotcha. Because
I like the dunk. It's just the finish. It's not hard enough.
Yeah.
It almost looks like he's not high enough.
well, it's the adrenaline. It leaves your body.
It looks great in slow motion.
And you kind of feel like you're already defeated. You just trying to get it over with.
Oh, look at his head, though.
Yeah, he's
Look
looking
at his
at
head. Look at his head.
Yeah.
What he should have did, he should have grabbed on the rim at the end.
But we're still buzzing because of Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting on the score right now for Buzelis.
He just look like he know he's gonna lose.
Yeah, he's like, I might as well leave.
Like, oh, wait a minute.
Chicago Bull.
Or a dishonorable parents. That is a
44-45.
Yep.
40 was his first. And
wow. Very nice.
What? Who we got up there? Jason Rich?
Oh, talking about Judge?
T-Mac gave him a... I don't think they picking them scores. Them scores ain't got generated. They just sitting there.
Yeah, they like, because they used to hold up the papers, you remember?
Yeah, man. Ain't no way Tracy McGrady gave that man a 48.
He know better than that.
Come on now. Ain't no way Jason Richardson gave him a 47.
Plus will be the score here, 47-4. Will be out there. The second round draft choice is ready to go.
Oh, man.
43-8 the first time.
See, I like the dunk, but I would throw it off the backboard from the middle. But the problem is he's not getting the lift that he wants for that dunk. You need more lift for this dunk to give you your more hangs late. So he's late. Yeah, now he's late. He just has to slow
Is the
down.
pass too hard? Is the ricochet coming off too hard?
I think that's why he threw it off the backboard. The pass is bad.
I know, but I'm just like off the backboard, because if you do it off the backboard, you can see the whole rim.
He should practice it one more time. That's a better pass. Ooh. Now, at this point,
see, all they need is the pine tar in their hand. That's all they need. A little bit of pine tar.
Good night.
Hey, man, it's the worst dunk contest I ever seen.
He said, come on, man. He sound disappointed.
Who?
You.
Man.
This is crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I mean, even that one with Dwight Howard and Nate Robinson was creative. You remember that one?
Yeah. I used to watch dunk contests every year.
It started falling off slowly. They don't want their star players to get hurt. Like you would have somebody like John Moran in there. His agent probably gonna be like, "Nah, you got injuries. I don't think you should do that."
I think they should get. I mean, even if you don't get all the heavy dunkers, I think you should just get the Skywalkers. Okay, like what's his name? Caruso. I can see Caruso doing the dunk contest.
That's the dude that played with Kyrie.
Do he play with Kyrie now?
Yeah, talking about the one.
He used to play for the Bulls. Play for LeBron.
Yeah, Caruso. Yeah, he could definitely be in there.
Caruso could be in it.
Zach LaVine.
What's that dude that played with the dude that played with Kyrie? The big man.
Talking about
one he be throwing lobs to.
I know you're talking about. I forgot his name.
I forget that dude. He could be in it.
Yep.
Let's see. Zion got to be in it, man.
Yeah.
Zion should really be in it every year.
Ain't no question.
Because Zion, he got to do something to keep his value up. Otherwise, I got a feeling they're gonna end up cutting Zion after so long. Like he gonna be a nobody if he don't step it up and do something. So dunk contest at least be a way to keep him relevant.
Right. He really holding out.
Yeah. I think Zion should do it. Who else?
John Morant.
Well, it's only 4 players?
Yeah, only 4.
But I think they can do up to 6 or 7 though.
It really, yeah.
Yeah.
It was more than that before.
I think what it is I don't think they get paid for this.
Shit.
Like them all-star games and like playing for the Olympics.
Right.
I don't think they get paid for that. So I don't know. I figure I wouldn't do it if I didn't get paid.
I go to something else. You know what? At this point, I'm telling my guy with the pajamas on, he got to sit down. I'm like, no, where's he going?
So what?
No, I didn't say no, sir.
Coach. Oh, he kept pajamas though. Then, you know. There you go. Get one down. I'm not mad.
Hey, Giannis looking like. Yeah, he looking like yeah. That boy is not going. I don't think that boy is going to win. Right. He said.
Yeah.
He said the can't jump edition. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is the worst dunk contest I ever seen.
And like I've said, it's just these guys are very capable. And I want the world to understand it's not easy to come out here.
No,
20,000.
that's what I'm saying. Being able to come in the moment.
Sitting over there, you know.
The big O
Carter is sitting over there.
Well, man, LeBron James did that last week.
Yeah. Vince Carter is sitting over there. What are you talking about? Dr. James. No, I would be more nervous watching Vince Carter if I was 25 years old.
Come on, Giannis.
Oh, then Oscar Robertson. I'm just letting you know.
Giannis, no, he's faking, man. That dude.
They gotta do that for TV, man.
Come on, Giannis. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on, Giannis. You do that in game, Giannis.
Exactly.
Come on. I know Giannis ain't. Come on now.
Oscar Robertson is the greatest of my time.
Look, he even got a look on his face like, yeah, white boy's gonna win it.
Right.
But these guys know insanity.
They know.
Look at Dr. J. Dr. J.
They know how.
Dr. J.
You about to go leave Giannis.
Dr. J yawning.
Uh-oh.
Look at his face.
Come on, guys.
Hey, look, they laughing.
Because they
Dr.
know.
J yawning.
Even he did better with that shit.
Say what? Say what?
I said even he did dunks better than that back in the day.
Come on, man.
You got the Doc Yarner. Come on now.
And the dude on the left ain't an NBA player. He a YouTuber. Yeah, T-Mac, Kevin Garnett. Yeah. That was honest with that one.
But it's nerves. Like nerves play a huge factor in this. And like I said it in the open, it's like,
come on, man, don't be ashamed, man. Y'all came out here and embarrassed yourself.
You come out here, you see this
I don't
crowd.
want to hear about no nerves, man. Showtime. Like,
So all these guys use the same dunk coach? Because your guy, your guy is back out there.
Yeah, I know. On his one knee. What, is Chris Paul not in the building? Oh, that's nice, though. That is nice, though. And let me tell you what I like about it. He caught it and he didn't rush it, but it was smooth. Transition back. Yeah. And that's what you want. You want to make the dunk, in my opinion, look easy. Like you can go outside and do it yourself. Like here's the catch. Slow. Look at the rim. There you go.
Nice.
Very nice.
You know what? He almost.
He said, very nice. That was like a Luther Vandross and Sade song.
Hey guys, could he have gone one more turn?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? I think he should have went.
Yeah, if he could have turned it around just a little bit more, the two hand that don't
right.
Not reverse, but turn around just a little bit more. I think it'd have been a closer second, but it's still the second best dunk of the night.
Went one more.
Right.
What Cuz doing? He look like OG Percy.
He got the polo on.
Turn. One more pump. But there's his bad state. Being safe because.
Oh, that's his dad.
By the way, his dad played college basketball at Wake Forest with Tim Duncan for one season. Oh, wow. That means I played against his dad. Yeah. No, 93, 94. I missed him. And he played for Jet Academy, aim high. Wow. Ben Smith, that's
goodness. Jet Academy.
Yes, it did. But here's the thing for Castle. You get a safe dunk because of what the two guys in front of you. 48 something, right. 47 8. On the back.
It's McClung.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, that was nasty.
Hey, he fucking up Slayer. He killing them. Slayer, he
That was
killing them.
nasty. You can tell he practiced though.
Yeah.
He actually practiced. Everybody else just freestyling.
Right.
He practiced.
I seen him dunk before.
Yeah, that was nasty right there. That right there is what I wish the other brother would have did.
Right.
Like he
come on, bro.
He turned it all
Let's
the way
just see
around.
you know what we should do? What? We should just have McClung do 5 dunks and then we
call it a wrap.
And we leave.
Call it a
We
wrap.
just do 5 dunks. Nobody else shows up. We put music to it. We got what? Two of my favorite artists over here. We got her and Sheila E. Let them sing in the background.
The glamorous life going on. I got
That's
you.
it, man. We don't need anything else right now.
The beautiful thing about that dunk is once he got right here, he gets the ball. Look at the patience. Patience. Now it's time to turn. Now you see what I'm saying? Now you get to see patience in the air. Turn. You're showing hang time. Look what he's looking at. He's looking here first.
Look at that. He's looking at the ball. He's looking at the stands. He's like, is he vaulting a little off that kid too? Is he pushing?
No,
not a,
Yeah, he is. He pushing off his head.
not a,
That's what he did when he jumped over the car too. He like that's why he holding the ball. I'm sitting there wondering like, why he holding the ball like that? So he can push off the top of his head without breaking his neck. Oh, for real, look at him.
No, I see what you're saying. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. But you can do that in a dunk contest.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to get him any higher.
We're feeling okay, even if he did, he's still hanging in the air, showing patience, looking away from the rim. Then we're reversing course for a dunk. Yes,
Wow.
he did.
Yes. Look at that.
Well done,
All perfect scores
Well
for
done.
a second
That's a
consecutive round.
Yes, okay. Now, if you feel yourself
You
losing the
gotta,
ball,
hey, that's something you gotta execute
Now
the
we
first
know.
time.
There you go. All right, Steph.
Slow down.
Come on, man. Get up, young fella.
But see, he's going too fast. He's not giving the coach a chance to shoot the ball.
No, the coach
Right?
makes the shot.
You can't make that shot. Are you kidding me?
Because he's going too fast. See what I'm saying? He's going too fast.
You know what?
It's a process.
I don't think he has those kind of. Obviously, he can make this dunk. You got to be way up to do what he's getting ready to
He's
do.
there too fast.
Also, this is not the playground nets. These are the NBA nets. That ball is going straight through. Oh, no, he can do this.
He can do it.
No, he can.
But he's slowed down. He has to give the ball the chance to get off the backboard before he stops. So it gets through the net. He's now catching it at the bottom of the net. I just think he's.
They gotta give him tickets for that.
I love it.
I was about to say.
They
You
gotta give him
surprised
tickets
us,
for that.
young gun. The coach
Yeah.
just pointed at you.
Hey, I was about to say.
From what I told
He would have had to already kind of be jumping as
Oh,
it's
no,
coming from the bottom of the net.
They can't give him 50 because he missed it.
Yeah.
Dang.
But
That's what I'm
that's something you gotta, yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to practice these dunks, man. Can't go out there fumbling the bag.
just to tell him to slow down. Like Matt McClung is taking his time.
Yeah,
Stephon Castle is in warp speed, like you said.
Look at the treads going. Look at the treads
But
flying
the
in
difference
the air,
is
Kevin.
he's waited a half a second, allowing the ball to get through the long net so he can catch it to get the ball between his legs. See, now he's
Looking like the Predator. The Predator.
Yeah, that was nice.
Well, he's got the Predator dunk going.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pops loves it. Pops loves it.
Yeah, he surprised me on that. I didn't think he could do it after the first watching him.
This might be 49-50, guys.
That's
The toughest judge, I think, is going to be T-Mac.
Yeah, because he wasn't excited.
Knowing it correct.
He wasn't excited. Yep, he wasn't excited.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
He got 50.
But that's fair.
As he's spinning, spin, young man. Oh, no! Vince Carter, you are being challenged for the greatest dunker in dunk history.
Now, come on now.
Don't say all that.
Come.
Oh, he said challenge, but
Nah.
don't say all that though. Because
Come on now. You can't compare. Come on now. Look. Come on now. I'll pull up Vince Carter highlights on their ass. Come on now.
you got this.
Come on now. Vince Carter so nasty, Kobe ain't even want no smoke.
He said it.
Come on now. Come on, dog.
Kobe said he ain't going up on a block.
That's what the young boys say now. He glazing. They glazing.
We got a comment, sir.
Who we got? Said Mac is close. Man, come on. Said the only good thing about the dunk contest. You right. Noah King say, shout out to Noah King. Noah King say the only good thing about the dunk contest is Mac McClung. You right. You right. But Vince Carter, nah. I'll pull up Vince Carter highlights and we compare and contrast after this. After this, we're gonna pull up the Vince Carter dunk contest dunks. And we'll compare. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Vince, man, come on. Vince, even Tracy McGrady said, like, Vince, come on, man, he ridiculous. Vince Carter really should have been one of the judges. I don't know why they got that YouTuber out there. They should have had Vince Carter out there.
You are being challenged right now. That is
it's something in the water here in Oakland.
So what up?
I know. I said I need to see what he did in slow motion.
Speaking of the brother himself.
Oh, he right there.
Oh, wow. What I love about it is he got high enough to give himself a chance.
No, that's incredible. Like the imagination, the creativity, the up, the height, grab the other one, punch that. Oh, come on, man.
You got to get high.
Come on, man. Come on, Mac. Mac Club, stop it. Stop playing with us, Mac Club.
Vince Carter just being humble. I get it. I mean, Mac, he the best one at this dunk contest. But this the worst dunk contest ever, though.
Wow. Competition.
Say what?
I said no competition.
Yeah, man. It's the worst dunk contest. Come on. But yeah, man. Back in 2000. Oh man.
My gosh.
Again, I will say this like I said last year. This young man is saving the dunk contest by himself.
Because of his want to. He wants to be here and put on the show, and he's giving us just that.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm challenging some guys.
Who? They don't want this smoke.
John Moran.
They don't want
this smoke.
They don't want this
Zion,
smoke.
you want this smoke?
They don't want that
Come
smoke.
get this smoke.
They don't want that
Get
smoke. All 50.
Zion said he could do that and a 360.
Yeah, they don't want this smoke.
Slow down.
Well, this is on his own. No assistance.
That was easy. So,
What you think about that, guys? Think about that.
That was a great dunk, but he didn't have enough flair to it.
Yeah. What is it like? Behind the back 360?
Right.
Behind the back 360.
Yeah. Everything was there. He should have just had a little bit of finesse to it, like.
Yeah.
But that's why they be losing the ball sometimes, because I don't know if they can really.
I don't think it's really in him to really do that. Kind of like how Vince Carter used to swing his arm all the way around.
Right.
Like to give it that extra flair.
Right.
Yeah. Like if he had that Vince Carter flair.
Was he?
And I feel like this crowd does not appreciate that because he made it.
Well, it was tough though. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough.
That is tough.
With the left.
Yes,
with the left. Come on, people.
Did I say something?
With the left.
Did you know he had this kind of ups?
Yes. Yes.
2 Chainz in the building.
There he is.
Did you know he had this type? I had no.
Oh, man. Come on. Wait, is that kind of cuffed?
Yeah.
By the way,
Cuffed.
was that cuffed? Vince, was that cuffed?
Watch the transition. There's your transition going away from the rim. Now,
Oh, goodness, that's cuffed. That's cuffed.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was a tough dunk.
It's tough.
It was great.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Come on, man.
minimum. That's a minimum.
Well, hey, listen to me. That puts pressure on Matt.
Yeah.
It's like he went behind his back, turned around, and turned.
Right.
That's
imagine,
tough.
just imagine if he had more hang time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll be able to do more with it. Oh my goodness.
If he had maybe like 1 more inch vertical,
right,
it would have been a little bit crazy.
Right.
And Red, that's an end-game dunk. If you were by yourself in the game, you actually could do that.
That puts pressure on Mac.
That dunk for the
I'm telling you, that's 49-50. That's 49-50.
You got to get full.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I think he's going to put it behind his back. First time.
Oh!
Because we couldn't see it, but you know what he did. He hit the front of the rim. He jumps over and hits the front of the rim, pump, and then puts. Oh, when you see it in slow motion, folks, you're gonna like it. Oh, you know, I got dunk guys. I see that.
You know Vince is going to see this. He's eagle-eyed.
Watch. Gets here. Hits the
Oh, look at his eyes. Look at his head.
That's for concentration.
Boom. Yeah, that's over. Yep.
Hey, man. That's tough.
He's a straight dunker.
That's tough. That's tough.
That was clean.
I'll probably go and say that's probably one of the toughest dunks. I don't know. That's tough. Say 7 feet. That's tough.
That must be Wemby. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Where's Steph Curry? When you need him. Where's Night Night?
The party's over.
Good night. Look at this. Oh, man. We've had our time. Oh, look at his head.
At the rim.
Look at his head.
Yeah, well done.
And that's why he wanted us to look at it in slow motion.
Yes. But that's understanding the situation. You won't get it originally until you see it on replay.
And he made every dunk.
Yes.
First attempt on every dunk.
That's perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
That's Carter. There should be no 49 in there.
It's Carter. I wish he was 25 years old right now.
Ooh-wee, that would be one.
It's a three-peat.
Yes.
It is a three-peat. First time
Three-peats are possible
in the history of the dunk contest.
And well earned and deserved.
Did he say that's the first time in the history of the dunk contest?
To do what? To get
That's
350s in a
there
row?
should be no 49 in there.
Say what?
To get 350s in a row?
Yeah, is that what they said?
I think.
I wish he was 25 years old right now.
Ooh-wee, that would be one.
It's a three-peat.
Yes.
It is a three-peat. First time
three-peats are possible
in the history of the dunk contest.
And well earned and deserved. Well earned and deserved.
Yes, great job. And I think
you say three-peat.
Yeah, to get 3 perfect scores in a row.
All right, man. Let's pull up Vince Carter dunk contest. They trying to say Vince Carter. Vince Carter dunk contest.
Oh no, it's like it. So he said comment say first 3-peat dunk contest. So he actually won 3 years in a row.
He won 3 years in a row. Okay.
I thought I saw him before. Yeah.
Here is the man that this crowd wants to see. Vince Carter, who had told Kenny Smith that he has 4 dunks that no one has ever seen. All right, here is Vince Carter with his first dunk.
That's what we just seen Buddy do
at the beginning.
At the beginning, but it ain't even look this good. Like, look how. First of all, look how low he got before he jumped. First of all,
that no one has ever seen. All right, here is Vince Carter with his first dunk.
Let's go home.
That's the look I've never seen this before.
Right.
Ain't never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? That Vince Carter, the one that made that dunk up.
Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home.
reverse 360 going against the grain. That is unbelievable.
Slam. The net pointing straight up. He slammed that. He ain't grazed the rim. He slammed that.
Building just exploded and perfect on the scoreboard.
Oh my goodness.
All right, and here is the second dunk of the night for Vince Carter. And Vince adding to the repertoire. Vince Carter finishes with a 49, and the reason is Kenny Smith, the only judge not to award a 10.
And he's looking at me because I told you he set the precedent with the first one.
This the finale on the first round for Vince Carter. Oh, it did not. Carter.
Oh, it did not. It's over with the first one.
This the finale on the first round for Vince Carter.
Oh, it did not. It's over.
9, and the reason is Kenny Smith award a 10.
I told you he set the with the first one.
This the finale on the first round for Vince. On the first round for Vince Carter.
Oh, it did not. It's
on the first round for Vince Carter.
Oh, it did not.
On the first round for Vince Carter.
Oh,
come on, man. That white boy ain't do that. That ain't even it.
Oh, it did not. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
The judges are coming.
So the only reason why Vince ain't get a perfect score is because of the order in which he did the dunks. So if he did the second dunk first, the first dunk second, he'd have got the perfect score.
Over the table.
Wow.
Say what?
I said, wow. I ain't think about it like that. The order.
Vince Carter. This is unheard of.
Oh my goodness gracious! It is over. Did I call it, Danny, or what?
Vince Carter with a spectacular show on this first round. All right, Vince Carter with his first on the final round.
Are you ready to go?
So you see this, right?
Vince Carter with his first on the final round.
That's the man. I don't know what the last one is, but
now if somebody dunk on you like that, you understand? Then that's just disrespectful. Just disrespectful. Got an arm in the rim on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Ladies, wait, time out. Can I take a timeout?
Look, they in shock. They don't even know what just happened. Like everybody in shock. Like, yo, why did they challenge this guy?
Right.
Like, who is this man? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
He was the most shocking dunk test contestant since Michael Jordan.
Right.
Like he going so crazy. Look, he got Isaiah Thomas tripping out.
Right.
Look, yo, sit down, man. You gave him a 49 on that one dunk. Sit down.
Can I take a timeout?
I saw him rubbing his upper arm, and I was wondering what he was doing. He was just cleaning it off, making sure there was nothing slippery there, because he knew how far into the rim he was going.
Wait a moment, Dad. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that before. I'm not sure the guy can't go into the rim head first. Hey, let's see if there's a trampoline out there when he's doing this stuff. The mascots left the trampoline out there, I think.
And it will come down to Vince Carter, who opened up with a 50. Here comes Carter and puts it down.
He goes two hands from the free throw line instead of one.
I think that was a...
That's tough.
Crazy.
2 hands from the free throw line.
Come on, man.
That's tough. That's tough. Now that's something really only somebody who know how hard it is to jump from the free throw line could even appreciate.
Right.
Smart dunk. That was a smart safety dunk. Absolutely. He elevated, he took off close to the foul line, but he knew what he needed to win. That's a smart dunk at the end to get the championship.
Vince Carter racked up a score of 98 to win the NBA.com Slam.
Now hold on, man. Now we talking about Vince Carter dunks, man. I got one more clip, then we will show. I'm gonna play. We're gonna end the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Got one more, man. Because we talking about Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? We gotta play this one. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't compare. When Mac McClung do something like this, all right, I'll put him in the argument. But he still got a way to go. Because this right here, come on, man.
That last foul, not in the act of shooting, so.
Akash, have you ever seen this? You know what's about to happen?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This,
all right.
This is the worst of them all right here.
Slow him down, which he did, but Payton still goes right at it, misfires. Bonato gets with a sloppy pass. Carter inside.
He didn't know he
And
jumped
the
over.
crowd responds to a spectacular.
Yeah,
Hold
he
up,
did
man.
that.
I didn't even watch it full screen. Hold on, man. He
didn't
didn't even know he jumped over.
Bump him a bit. Slow him down, which he did, but Payton still goes right at it, misfires. Bonato gets with a sloppy pass. Carter inside. And the crowd responds to a spectacular dunk from Vince Carter.
I can see why Frederick Weiss is going to go play in Greece. He didn't want to see that on a nightly basis. My goodness, he was shot out of a rocket.
Airborne for Carter, and the lead is up to 17. You know, this crowd, as we saw
He gonna do it in
fires,
slow mo?
run down nicely by Julian. Well, not good amounts. This crowd likes to root against the United States because they're overwhelming favorite, but they love when this stuff happens.
That's why I said, man, the smile and the energy and the crowd eat out of the palm of your hand. I mean, they just want to love Vince Carter here. This guy has so much talent. Just look at this spectacular takeoff. He jumped over his head.
I mean,
Frederick Weiss, you got to know, man, a guy's coming to do that. You got to take a foul.
That's like something that was set up in a slam dunk contest.
Look at this. He scissored over his head. It's almost like, where did he go?
He tried to set the screen.
My goodness gracious. Vince Carter, slam dunk champ.
Hey, Ja Morant tried to do that to LeBron the other day, though. He didn't make it.
Right.
He didn't make it. Nah, Noah King, they were saying that Mac McClung challenging Vince Carter. He challenging Vince Carter for best dunk contest dunk. So I'm like, nah, dog, nah. Man, you can't do that. You can't say that now. They glazing. Yeah, they was glazing. Right. I had to go back and play Vince. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, look, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Bon Kara. You know what I'm saying? He slid through, supported the live stream. Big up to my boy Lamar. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back on it tomorrow, man. You know, I wish I could have got more news, but it really wasn't a lot of news happening. You know what I'm saying? At least not today. You know, I go to what's current, what's going on right now, more so than what happened yesterday or the day before. So, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't really nothing cracking right then and there at the moment, then I ain't really tapping into it too much. You know what I'm saying? But with that, you know what I'm saying? Shalom. Yahabah Shem Yah Shabakatah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, y'all be easy. Shalom. Oh, make sure you tap in. Commander Junior Honda show live tonight. You know what I'm saying? Go to the real Commander Junior Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Live at 9, man. He got the heaviest class on the planet, man. He got the best show on the planet. You know what I'm saying? You want to tap in. If you don't know, now you know. Passover, April 12th in Atlanta this year. If you don't know what the Passover is, man, just pull up. Just pull up. You know what I'm saying? And get ready to have the best time of your life. You know what I'm saying? If you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, this is a Black holiday. You know what I'm saying? This is the biggest Black holiday, biggest Hispanic holiday. You understand? You know what I'm saying? This is not one that you want to miss. In fact, the Bible say you supposed to be there. You understand? Y'all, you know what I mean? This ain't the Christian church where you just do all these things outside the Bible, man. Just check out what the Bible got in store for you, man. The Bible say you supposed to be at the Passover. Passover gonna be in Atlanta. Come turn up with the priests and prophets of the Lord, man. And what else I'm missing? General Muhammad class tonight, 7 o'clock. Make sure y'all tuned in. I'm gonna be tuned in. See what else? If I forgot it, man, I'll talk about it tomorrow, man. You got any? You know what I mean? Leave a comment below if you're not watching live. Leave comments below on any topics that you want us to pull up and tap in on. And with that, shalom, Mikey.